Peace, you gotta be real careful, man. You're heading to the... Shit, okay. How... Eden, you said there were like 100 damn mines or blips or whatever the hell?
Well, it's kind of hard to count them because there's so many.
Fuck, alright. Okay, you gotta be extra careful. Do you want like a rope or something so we can pull you back, or... do we even have a rope? Where's my 50-foot of rope?
Here, take this. This should be able to help you somehow. It is an explosive.
No.
Thank you. I have... No, sir. We have an umbilical, so...
Okay.
I will be attached to the ship.
Yeah, alright. Okay, is explosive a good idea out there? We were gonna use it if there was another ship. I guess you could throw it at a ship.
I can go make another one if you want me to.
An explosive is kind of like an umbrella. Better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
I think you're mixing metaphors, but yeah, okay.
Well, what better way to clear out the traps?
And
But also,
maybe
we might vaporize the coin, yes, the token.
Yeah. That's not a bad thing
Last
to do.
resort.
Yeah.
Thank you. Like, is there a hook or anything, or do I just have to hold it the whole way?
It will stick to you. It is self-adhesive.
Stick it to my chest.
It's a flavor brick bomb.
I think it was an organic one, if I remember right.
It is both.
All right. I'm
Organic
opening the
flavor.
airlock and stepping through. I'll let you know what I find.
Good luck. Let us know if you need help.
I'll scream.
Alright, okay.
If I don't come back, I point to Vertigo. You're in charge of pussy.
Okay.
Has he backed up his data to this ship? Because if he did so, I could build something to place him inside.
He's...
You can put him inside of pussy?
Let's not...
I can.
Let's...
It's a great
Gato
idea.
Roboto, baby.
I'll work on form-fitting something now.
Oh, God.
Serrated blade.
Maybe focus on, you know, that whatever weird glass stuff you made for if we need to hack a ship that comes in. But we'll get to the code. We'll get up to the backup later if we need to. We got other priorities.
Fine.
I grab the jet propulsion, or the propulsion system, and it's custom made for me, so I can just kind of like attach it onto my suit. And it's just a basic tank with, you know, shooting out bursts of oxygen or whatever to like propel me. I open the outer gate or the outer airlock and jump out, I guess.
See you later, space robot.
Being sent out, you see the form of Peace begin to head towards the derelict. Is that correct, Peace?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to need you to make a roll for me, please.
I'd imagine.
Yes. I will tell you that this will be a study roll, most likely.
Okay.
You have gotten a little bit of a warning that there are, in fact, several blips, basically, that popped up on the scanner as the group was able to coax Jaundice into helping out a little bit after a short and what is probably several pseudopods burned off of the creature.
Might I propose a group study role so that I can guide him?
If you would like to, yes, absolutely.
Yes, I would.
Okay.
So who's taking the stress then? Is it me?
I'll take it.
Probably me.
Unless you want to. I mean, I got 3 right now, but we will need it.
Okay. You go ahead and take it. You have
Okay.
lower than I do. So who's all rolling? Just me and here? Me and
It'll be the two of you, yes.
Okay.
And any fails go to Eden.
How many gambits we got?
We have 3 gambits.
Let's go ahead and I'll go ahead and use one.
Removing a gambit.
Okay. All right. What's my position, sir? Or our position, I suppose.
Risky.
Okay.
The effect will be standard.
Okay. 1 bonus dice. Now, if the 1 bonus dice is if we're doing a group one, do we both get it or not?
You both get the bonus die, yes, we'll say
Okay.
in this
Okay,
case.
I was gonna ask because I have the monitor in front of me if I would have some sort of a bonus die with that as well, but I think we could just use the gambit for that technically.
I got a 5.
6.
Oh, sick.
Okay. So, peace. There's a lot of debris in front of you. As you float out into the void, amongst the debris, you can see little flashing lights here and there, almost negligible to the naked eye. I think we see this kind of Terminator 2 like, HUD display that's like, as you see these lights, maybe like slight zooming in on your internal HUD as you begin to see all of these lights begin to pop up. You think you know what they are. They are something to intercept you in some way, but you don't know how. Eden, you caught a glimpse of the rough position of these, whatever they are. You're unsure exactly what they might be, but you have an idea roughly on the position, and you begin to guide peace through them as best as you can. There are a lot of them. You think you saw maybe 10.
2 degrees down bubble. Aye.
What was that, Wick?
You think maybe you saw about 10 of these.
Geese, you got about 10 of them around you, okay? Off to your left there, move a little bit right.
Roger.
Wait, slow it down, slow it down.
Please make a scramble roll for me, Peace. You have a bonus die from the assistance of your
Okie dokie.
crew here.
Position.
Risky still.
Okay. Effect.
Standard.
Okay. A 4.
Eden, roll me a d10.
Two.
You make it past the first 2 of these, whatever they are. It's at this point that you see one of these begin to move. On the third one here, Peace, there is something that is headed towards you. It looks like it could be debris. Like you just see a chunk of whatever this debris is start moving. It has not a super fast velocity, but it is increasing in speed, and it is headed towards you.
I take out my stun weapon and blast it.
All right. Please make a scrap roll for me.
Love to. Position.
Risky. Standard.
Effect. Yep. Okay.
We have not elevated to desperate
4.
just yet. Okay. You definitely make contact. You see the stun blaster shoot out. Makes no sound, obviously, for you. You see the... what do you imagine it looks like when you fire the weapon, generally, with the stun blaster?
I imagine it... I don't know why stun is always is yellow in color to me. I don't know why. But it's like, you know, red is death, you know, stop. Yellow is yield. So I whip out the stun blaster, and I get a bead on it, and it I don't know, like in space, I don't know like what it like. I think it would come out like God, Nat, you put me on the spot here, dude. Like I'm trying to like. Honestly, I just pictured like a blast of yellow.
Is it the blue ring from Star Trek?
That exactly. I was like, oh, that's cheesy. Like I don't want that thing.
It'd just be a simple bolt. I'm just curious what you imagined when you thought of this.
I think it's like it has like a yellow, like a small yellow beam of light, like a laser sight.
Okay.
And then when I fire it. It shoots like a like, you know, turning on and off a flashlight. It goes.
Absolutely. You sort of get a glancing blow on this thing. I don't know exactly what part you're aiming for. It's kind of hard to figure out what you should be aiming at. It seems like it's just a piece of debris. Maybe you try and aim dead center. You're not sure where the real dead center is on this thing. Maybe you aim for the light. I don't know. But regardless, it's not a solid shot. You see it connect, and it sends this piece of debris sort of off course a bit. You see it begin to spiral, and it's spinning. And as it spins, you start to see a little bit more. It's headed off course. It doesn't appear like it's going to hit you, but you see the light begin to pulse faster and faster. And suddenly there is an explosion. You see debris shoot out like flechettes, begin launching sort of in all directions. And I need you to make another scramble roll.
When I see that happening, I'm like before, like,
or you could resist the consequences.
Yeah, immediately after the explosion, I look around to see if any other things are lighting up, like coming towards me, and if they are, I have a reaction for that.
Okay. I would say to make another study roll.
Okay.
And this is desperate.
Okay. Effect?
Standard.
6.
Okay. First and foremost, nothing else is lit up. Okay. I think once you sort of see this thing explode with a 6 on your study roll, you've heard of these before. These are shredder mines.
Okay.
They're specifically made to basically tear apart biological targets. They are not made to really fight against ships. Most, like...
Oh, I have an idea, and no one's going to like it.
Most ships, and they're like navigational shielding, the shielding that's generally up for like little like particles in space at the speeds that people travel. It just sort of disintegrates those particles. Should be able to handle this, but they might take some damage. Okay.
So I immediately, like, I'm sure they heard the explosion.
They did not. It's space.
We've got shredder mines.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Now, hold on a goddamn second, real quick. You said they hone in on organic life?
No, I did not. They normally will. They're meant to destroy organic life. They're made to go against the biological creatures. They're shredder mines. Like, they tear stuff up.
Okay. Are they do I know if they're motion activated? Like if I or motion or proximity activated?
I don't think you would know that on a crit. I don't think you know that just on a regular success.
I will ask the crew.
Does anyone know if these shredder mines are motion or proximity activated?
And I am not familiar with those sorts of devices.
Oh,
Barry? Sir?
Yeah, I'm trying to think here.
would that be a rig roll? Because that's used for explosives. Or would that be study?
I will take study or rig.
Okay, I'll do a rig to see if I've worked with them before. Or had to deal with them in races before.
I will also
dealt with-
say that because you are asking the crew, that's going to kind of, it's going to take up enough time that these flechettes are heading towards you. So
Well,
you
that's
can,
what I'm saying. I've halted my progress just in case they are proximity or motion activated.
okay, but the mine went off, and
Oh, and the pieces are coming after me.
yeah, the pieces are not like homing missiles. They just kind of exploded in all directions.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You're dealing with shrapnel now, yeah.
You're dealing with shrapnel.
Okay.
So your focus seemed to be if the other mine's activated. Would you like to try and resist the consequences? Because I think your action was kind of like, what do I do? Like you asked the crew here, and now you got
I
shrapnel
was not
headed toward you.
aware. Like, and that's par for the course since I don't know what exactly it does.
Right.
So I wasn't aware that the shrapnel's coming at me. So I looked around to see, and then I went, oh shit, which is reasonable. So I will try and resist the consequences by making myself as small as possible.
Sure. Trash compactor mode activated, like
Yep,
it just forms into a
exactly.
cube. So you, though on a note, it did not activate like directly, like it wasn't a direct hit, right? Because you did manage to knock it off course, so it wouldn't be as much damage as it would have if it was a direct hit. Okay, so you can absolutely try and resist the consequences here. Anybody else that wants to know anything about these mines, it's either a study or a rig roll, and if you do want to do multiple rolls, it is a group roll, so figure that out how you want. Otherwise, Peace, go ahead and make a prowess roll. Or no,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Prowess was scramble.
Yeah.
Oh, but scrap was the fire, the partial, which is also prowess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's still prowess. Insight's just the wrong roll for this.
Good. So that's the one I have 2 in and not 3.
I know a thing or two about explosives.
Okay. No bonus dice.
No.
Okay. 5. I will take 1
Not bad.
stinky stress.
Yeah. There's probably, like a few pieces of the shrapnel that kind of like scrape some of your armor, but no significant damage. It's all superficial.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody that wants to make a roll here, it's either study or rig. And if there are multiple rolls, it will be a group roll, and you're going to have to choose who is in charge.
Yeah, Barry was definitely wanting to, but if others want to help, I'm happy to lead the group action.
I will help you.
Keep an eye on any other ones headed my way. That one was pretty close. So if you see any motion coming towards my direction, please let me know.
So who is joining me on the group action of the rig or study?
I'll join.
I join.
Okay.
Okay.
3 people chiming in, and Barry is going to be taking the stress for any failures.
Don't fail, please. Position.
It's a really good question. It is right on the border of risky and desperate, but I'm going to say risky.
Okay. Effect.
Standard. Yeah.
Okay. All right, and no bonus. There is my first. That's a 6. I did succeed. That's
One
a fail.
Okay.
And it's
Two
okay. So I
successes
take
and one
one
fails. You take
I
one
take
stress.
a stress. All right.
All right. Eden, you just don't really know very much about these shredder mines. Vertigo, I'll allow you to figure out how you know about this, but both you and Barry know that these shredder mines are, they're like anti-personnel mines, really. They're meant to protect things in space. They're like space claymores, really. You know, they shoot out flechettes. It's shrapnel that's getting launched out. It's meant to devastate stuff at close range. It's not a long-range weapon at all. It's the equivalent of firing, like, you know, a flechette cannon at something. It is just pure shrapnel that is getting launched. There's really no concussive force. It's not like a powder explosion or a nuclear explosion or any kind of explosion like that.
Is it motion or proximity?
They would know.
Or neither.
They would know that it is entirely up to how they are programmed, but based on the way that it acted, it appears to be proximity.
Proxy, yeah.
Okay.
I have an idea.
Yeah, you want to know about them mines?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Yeah, please.
Please tell me about the mines.
Yeah, they look like they're proxy shrapnel. They're anti-personnel, so probably one of the other racers put them there after they grabbed the token. That's my guess, unfortunately. Yeah, so if you saw roughly when it started to activate, stay about as far away as that. If not a little farther, that might give you a bit of an edge.
And if you do get hit by some, you should bring them to me.
It's just metal, Doc. All right, yeah.
Don't worry.
I may have one sticking into my shin. I may have a piece.
Okay.
I will help you harvest it later.
Be careful. That'll, yeah.
So if they are proximity, then, can we dump our trash into the cluster and set them all off at once without me being there?
I mean, if you leave, yeah.
Well,
But also...
I'm not going to be in the vicinity when you do it. I will vacate the premises.
You want to do that before getting the token? How far away are you from it?
I have no idea, sir. I just want to detonate as many of these as possible, so I have a clearer path to
Right.
the center of the cluster.
Okay, we gotta hurry it up. We don't know when others are gonna swing by. Get out of there quick, then.
Well, I'm staying out here. I'm just going. I'm going to move closer to the ship, and then you dump the trash out into, like, out of the airlock towards the cluster.
Right. Okay.
Over the ship comms.
Who wants to be? No, I'm probably the best for that. Goddamn. Who wants to throw trash at a mine? Preferably someone who's very accurate.
Accurate in what sense?
Throwing shit. Throwing shit. I have no idea what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably the most combat ready, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't need to use your powers or nothing unless something goes wrong, I guess.
Oh, we're just tossing it?
Yeah, we're just throwing it. It's approximate.
Hold on. You might not need to be extremely accurate. My idea, and tell me if you see any problems with it, take the safety protocols off of the airlock so that when you open the outside airlock, it blasts it into space. You see what I'm saying?
You're using it as a vent rather than a depressurizer.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
we
a
can do that,
shotgun
I think.
of trash towards the mines.
Okay. Only
I'm
other
liking
side is
this idea more and more. I've got to tell you.
Yeah, and we do know it's not heat activated because it went after you, so that's good to know.
And not organic activated.
Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Aiden, you're on trash duty.
Yes, sir.
Okay, how are you doing this?
That is a good question. All right, so let me just get the framework here, Dan. How did you want this to play out?
I think that's more a peace question, admittedly. He's out there.
That's true.
I'm just the pilot. I don't...
Gather up all of the detritus, all of the empty orange crush bottles, all of the pieces and parts that are left over from things like jaundice or your sacks, things that you're not using, and load them into the airlock.
Okay.
All the trash, all the garbage, load it in the airlock and blast it out towards the center of the thing.
Vertigo,
I'm
please
guessing
make
that it
me a
will be
fortune
enough
roll.
pressure.
Vertigo, please make me a fortune roll. You have 2 dice.
Four.
Okay.
I don't know. Hee.
Alrighty. And you're basically just throwing trash out the airlock, right?
Well, loading it into the airlock and then opening the outside door.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. This seems like you do not need to make a roll for this, Eden. Barry, since you are the pilot, I'm going to say that this is probably a you thing.
Fair enough.
This is basically you just using whatever centrifugal force you want to try and launch this this crap out of the airlock.
Now, hold on a second. Oh,
Before we continue with this plan,
Yeah.
since you're the most familiar with these type of mines, would they be harmful to the ship or just an individual?
It's more organic. They shouldn't be that much of an issue to this ship. They're pretty small in that regard.
It might scratch the paint.
Yeah, it might just scratch
As
the
much as it
paint.
pains me to say,
I don't want to run the
put
Molly
in
into it.
harm's way, it might be easier just to fly into them.
I just got it repainted with Cass.
Peace has a good point though, because I could do a lot of things with the trash.
As wonderful as my plan
we don't know. Okay, we don't know what else is in there. That's the other problem.
I agree. Take Molly in. Trust Molly. Be one with the crew.
No, we don't know if there's other problems.
We'll do my plan first.
Yeah.
And then we'll do the other plan.
Yeah.
Let's see. Come here.
Let's try the thing that will put the least amount of harm potential to all of us.
And yeah, so then I try to make it so that it kind of does like a shotgun effect as the airlock goes, and it throws all the trash out of the airlock via the depressurization to kind of sweep it a bit so it has a greater chance of spread to hit. Figuring
helm roll.
hoping to hit one will pop it around. Okay. Helm, I'd assume?
Yep. Position is risky. The effect is limited.
Okay.
Limited. Oh, sorry.
I forgot I still had that on.
Yeah. I will not push for ace pilot because it doesn't seem like a speed roll. This is an accuracy thing. Unless Wacky
What about
disagree.
trick shot though?
I will actually accept trick shot for this.
Fair enough. Well then, I will add a single die to that.
Your Honor, may we have a little recess so I can confer with my client?
Go get your tie.
I think it's a great idea.
When you're casual.
I would have never predicted this. So whenever that happens, I'm super down.
All right. 1, 5, 3, 5.
Okay. The trash gets launched out silently, and I feel like, is everybody just like glued to the viewport, like just trying to see what
I've
is
got
about
the
to
camera
happen?
up for myself. Like,
Sticks while watching.
Yeah. It's like popcorn going off in space, just like. And you see several of these mines go off. 6 of them go off. From what you remember, there's 1 left.
Do it again. Do it again.
You are out of trash.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. That's all the trash. Yeah, I think if I counted right, there's only one left. You think you can handle that one piece?
I'll endeavor to destroy it.
Lovely.
Don't forget, you have an
Time is
explosive.
of the essence. Yes. I have not forgotten. And I make my way over to the center. Just head on a swivel. Waiting for a word from Eden to tell me like something's coming my way.
Yeah, once you get there, by the way, after you get the token and totally take care of that without any harm to yourself or anything else, you want to slap that explosive on the token box?
I think that's a great
idea.
Thank you.
I'm a little vicious.
And I'm a little cold, because I don't care.
What did you say there? What did you say there, Code? With the response? I think we had two people talk.
I'm a little cold.
I meant
and I
before
don't
that.
care. Oh, I said that's a great idea.
Okay. All right. I need another scramble roll here from you, Peace.
Okie dokie.
You do not
I'm guessing
have
risky.
This is risky. Yes, you do not have a bonus die on this one.
Okay. Standard.
Standard.
Okay. 4.
Okay. You're sort of looking around wildly, trying to see where the last mine is, and sort of down from your position, you see debris heading towards you. It's closer than you anticipated. You don't have a lot of time. What are you doing?
I am. Is there like a way because like knowing that it's out there, I would have my stun ready to blast it away from me. So, I'll do the same thing.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a scrap roll.
I would love to. Come on, 3 dice. Let's go. Risky.
This is risky and limited.
Okay. 5.
Okay, you make contact with some of the debris, and this time you see that the mine is a lot closer than you were anticipating when you make the shot. You do make the shot, you hit, you connect. There's like nothing that happens for a second, and then the shrapnel begins to explode, and it is headed right for you.
I will attempt to resist consequences.
Okay.
Yep.
That's
Critted it.
a crit.
Let's go.
You clear one stress. Well done.
Oh, yes.
How spectacularly do you avoid this? What does this look like? What happens?
I think it looks so stupid because you see like me like really coolly like whip out a blaster shot, and then I'm doing this. like ducking and dodging, but nothing's hitting me. But it looks like I'm having like a fucking fit. Just up.
Peace just started going to EDM shows.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like,
the rest of you inside just kind of are staring as Peace is at Burning Man right now.
I try to mimic the poses inside the ship.
I'm still just eating meat sticks and being like, oh.
and my last move just for everybody watching is one of these.
His combat readiness is amazing.
Peace, you begin to sail towards this derelict ship now. You can see that there is some remainder of what appears to be like some kind of data center up ahead. You see various lights flashing, and there is partial power inside this derelict ship. What do you do?
Go towards the light, baby.
Alrighty. As you begin to head towards the inside of the ship, I need another fortune roll from you, please, Vertigo. This time it'll be 3 dice.
Okay.
Don't let me down, Bruce.
6s are bad. Ooh, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Okay.
Sorry in advance. I love that you take the time to put a note. That's dedication right there. I dig it.
You land inside of the ship here, Peace. All around you, you can see what appears to be the equivalent of some kind of data transfer ship. You know, like some kind of mass data storage all around. What would the future equivalent of many servers? There's lots of blinking lights, and there is some kind of super processor station that is here right now. You've entered in through what appears to be one of the airlocks that's kind of gone now, and you sort of land in there. There's still 0 gravity here. And there's pieces of debris, and you think you see what appears to be somebody's hand float by.
Andy.
There's some debris, but whoever was here before me, they must have left. If you were seeing what I'm seeing, you would get that.
That's just not right.
No. Whoever was here, you don't have to worry about them. They're mostly harmless.
All right. Well, why don't you go ahead and get that token and get the hell out of there? If there was a problem in there, be careful. Keep your head on a swivel.
Yeah. I'm looking to see if there's some sort of like depository chest, safe, something.
Sure, give me a study roll.
Okie dokie. Risky.
Controlled.
Okay.
The effect will be limited.
Okay. Double 4s.
There appears to be no sort of like easy box or anything along those lines. You look all around, there's nothing. There's no like mailbox or something just laying around.
Where's
here.
the light coming from?
All of the servers.
Okay.
There are several of them.
So these are powered up.
It does appear so.
It looks like this derelict ship has some power. And there's servers inside. Computer servers. Hey, Code, could you get a look at these and see what's what with these with a scan?
Yeah, do you have a way of transmitting the data? Or hooking into it to send it back to us?
Yes,
are
but
connected
I don't like it.
Oh, do you have to put one of your pieces inside of the...
Oh yeah, that.
I don't want you to do
Do you
that.
have a
You could get
drone
an
by any
infection.
chance that is not broken?
I do. I created a new one, and it's even better than the last one.
Why didn't I ask before I came out here?
Great question.
I don't think we expected to find a server room.
All right. Well, yeah. Get that drone to him. Do your
Send
jet.
your drone out here and see if you can hack it remotely. I don't know how the other racers got in here and got out so quickly,
Okay. Well,
but it feels like there's something we're missing, and we are, because I am still stumped as to
Oh,
what an axe is.
I get it.
I get it
hacking.
now. Yeah.
Let's put that together.
Yeah.
wait, what?
You have to go put your suit on.
I have to put my suit on.
You know what? We don't have time. Don't worry about the drone.
I pop out like my wrist thing, and it.
What's he doing?
Big deep sigh. I plug into the thing.
Well, okay.
All right, I need a hack roll, please. By the way, just for the
wait, from me or from him? From Code?
You are transmitting this information to Code?
Yes.
Then it's going to be a group roll. We're going to do a group roll.
Cool.
Which one of you will be taking the fail? If
I'm here, I'll take the stress.
Okay, because
Just as a reminder for our
because
audience.
I have 0 and hack anyway.
Just as a reminder for our audience, they have been getting clues at each of these stations. The last clue that they got was 3 letters won't stop you from getting a closer look, but the other racers might, so you'd better prepare for the worst and use your best axe.
Axe. Hacking. Axe. Hacking.
So smart.
I wish y'all could see how proud Whack looks right now. So
we have 2 gambits?
We do have 2 gambits.
Alright,
if it's a group, I only take 1 stress per fail, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine then. I know I'm gonna take a stress, so it doesn't really matter. Position, risky, desperate.
This is risky.
Okay.
hacking this, right? Is it me?
We're doing group.
Yeah, it's a group hack.
Yep. So any fails I take, so please don't fail, because I'm going to.
Okay.
Effect.
Standard.
Okay. Oh shit, of course. I got a 6 and a 1. No, I have 0 dice, so I take the lowest. It's a disadvantage.
Yep.
Do I get any bonus die because of my hacking tools?
No, because you are not there physically, and Peace is transmitting it.
Oh, since I took the time to write it down, I just want to show you. This was my drawing for the plan of garbage shooting. I was like, this is what I want. I want you to shoot it above me at the thing.
He took some
That's what she said.
Looking at this, it's not quite clear. The data is being transferred at an alarmingly slow rate. But I do see something.
Okay. Code. As you're getting this information, you can see that there are there's like a really sort of simplistic kind of it's a very rudimentary sort of interface that's going on. It does not need a supercomputer. It does not need all these servers. This is fairly simple, and you start investigating into the code here. And as you do, you can start to see little bits of the clue. Because you did not get a full success, I'm going to say it takes you a little bit longer. Maybe I think you were expecting it was more complicated than it actually is. And your brain kind of went to like the more complicated solution first, and in actuality, it's a lot easier.
But since I have bullshit, I hone in, and I have my analyst trait. And when I hack a system, you may ask a question about the owner or location of the system, though you had rolled a 6 on gather information. I know it's really, really bad bullshit. It's kind of cheating. You can deny.
I'm just reading the specifics again. When you hack system, as though you had rolled a 6.
It says,
No, I'm just trying to figure out what info you would get, because I don't know if you'd get really any extra. I'm trying to think what extra info you could get.
maybe I can know if it's harmful that he's stuck in or not. I don't know.
Here's the extra info that you get. It appears that there's an additional bit of code that has been added to this. Whoever was here last has set up a transmission so that they know when this is next accessed.
Okay, Peace, you need to be careful because there is a scapegoat code in that you're plugged into, so they're gonna pretty much know that you're accessing it, whoever planted it. So gather whatever information you need and get out of there.
It does take you longer than you're expecting. You're here for maybe instead of like 2-3 minutes, you're here maybe instead for like 7 or 8 minutes. Because it doesn't occur to you that this is just a very simplistic kind of thing. And I need one last roll, please, Vertigo. This time 5 dice. And this, with the coordinates for the next leg of the journey.
That's 2 6s.
Uh-oh.
So, wait, rolling crits on fortune is bad?
In this case, because I'm having her roll for something specific.
Okay.
So you do get this information before what I'm about to say. You get the coordinates for the next location, the next token. You get the token. You have the token in hand. There's probably what I imagine like the equivalent of something like an SS, like an SD card or something, something like that big, gets ejected maybe from some port somewhere piece that you see. Like there's a flashing light, and then it just kind of goes off. You see something physically eject from one of the servers, and you get the next clue, which is the most used path can sometimes be the right one. But make sure you use your best judgment and ignore what's left. Don't search for needles in haystacks, but always search the rough.
All right, as soon as I get that shit, I'm out.
You begin to
back to the ship.
Head back towards the ship. It's at that point that you get 2 proximity warnings that go off in the helm of the ship. Barry, you get 2 horrific screeches from Jaundice. As there's 2 more beeps that go off on the scanners, and you see 2 ships headed towards the derelict.
We got 2 more coming in.
Yeah, I see that.
I
Hustle.
arm the I take the sticky off, arm it, and as soon as I'm at a what I would consider a safe distance, I give it a toss towards the fucking derelict.
Sure. Let's see. I think this will probably be a scrap roll.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Scrap roll coming in. What's my position? Probably desperate.
Yeah, we'll say it is desperate. Yeah.
Probably desperate.
I know you want the XP, but I agree with you.
I do. Effect?
This will be great.
Yeah. All right. All right, let's go. Come on, do it. 6 it. Let's go.
That is a success. The sticky bomb. What flavor of flavor brick was this?
Peach.
Peach. It is a peach. Little chunks of the flavor brick sort of float off as you throw this thing. Is it a contact explosion? Is it a timed thing? How does it work?
Oh, I think it's definitely like it's like a grenade. So like 3-4 seconds.
Okay.
And then it blows up. Yeah.
You throw the fucking thing. You've stepped off, blasting away from this, and
Literal Iron Man.
yeah, there's this sudden like as You see various bits of disgusting flavor brick blast and char the interior of the area. There are 2 ships headed towards Molly right now. Peace, I need a scramble roll from you.
I love scrambling. It's my favorite thing to do.
And this one is also desperate.
Oh, sick, dog. That's a full bar. Ooh. All right. Effect.
Limited.
Okay. Limited scramble. Here we go. 1 dice. 5. I'll take it.
5 will do it. Barry, you are sitting there, wait, like, with bated breath. You got to make a choice now. You realize that the ships are going to get here before Peace gets into the airlock. They will get in range. What are you going to do?
Okay. As he's going, and I don't like
trailing behind the
we're in an asteroid field. And we saw were they together, the 2 ships? Like, how's their proximity to each other? Is it like, they're coming from 2 different angles? Are they pincering us? Are they flying together like they're working together?
They are not flying together. They don't appear that they are flying together.
Okay. Because the thought I have, why not play little asteroids?
How you doing it?
I mean,
You do have a gun.
I've got a gun, and we're in an asteroid field. Why not fire at some asteroids closer to them rather than them? I don't know if asteroid explosion will do so well for ships flying through. That's what I'm thinking. So if I can do 2 shots, as in like an asteroid near the first one, an asteroid near, like I'm trying to get a little ahead of them so that it kind of lead the shot. Asteroid explodes as they're passing by it, sort of thing. I want to rain asteroids down upon them.
Okay.
How close are they?
I would have been doing this as soon as they were in range of being shot at.
Sure.
I wouldn't have waited.
Sure.
Trying to see if I can help.
Yeah, so
if I'm
your
out of range.
Your max range with those guns probably about 2,000 kilometers.
Okay.
Something along those lines.
A good distance.
Yeah. That's the typical range for these ship-based weapons. They start to lose their efficacy after that.
Yeah.
Unless they're really big ships, like capital ships, then they've got then they've got way too much power in those lasers.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I might get like maybe when they're in like 1,500 kilometers away. So give them a little time to get.
They'll probably start opening fire.
Oh, if they were gonna, okay, if that's the idea, then I'd fire them.
And they arrive at staggered times. It's not like instantaneous.
So that's perfect then, because I would want to get the first one and then aim and then go for the second.
Okay.
So, all right, tell me what I need to roll for these asteroids.
Yeah, this is gonna be helm roll.
Helm, okay, and due to keen eye, gain a die when firing ship guns. Position.
I would argue desperate since I'm hanging out the fucking back end.
Yeah.
All right, and effect.
Do you have any special bullshit to boost this?
I think the only thing I have is you gain potency on speed-related rolls. But I don't know if this would be considered speed.
I think this is more accuracy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, honestly. So, no. I don't have any negatives, at least, but no, nothing to boost it.
Okay.
I could load up a bunch of drugs into a canister.
Well, one of the other options, I think you can spend your, you can push yourself is to increase the potency.
I can push myself to increase potency or add a die, yeah.
Okay, because otherwise this is limited.
They're not in hacking range, are they?
No, this is Barry's. Yeah,
2,000
500
kilometers away.
500.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to push myself. I don't want this to be limited. Yep.
Yeah, your hacking range is significantly less. It's like 500 meters, not 500 kilometers.
Okay.
And Jaundice is all messed up, so we can't use him. Oh well.
We partially fixed him.
Ooh,
You stick your finger inside of him, he might.
No, okay, that's. Okay, all right. So yeah, I get the die from firing ship guns because it's firing ship guns or making a trick shot. Which, while this I would consider also a trick shot, it's a one or the other. So it's a die regardless.
Okay.
Okay. Helm. That I pushed myself for potency, so it's standard effect. Here we go.
Ambit.
That's a 6.
Alrighty. That is the success. Another sort of hollow explosion. You just see the visual like sort of go off, and debris gets sort of launched. Since you got a success, what happens is you see several chunks of the asteroid start to detonate and create a field. And what will happen here is that the ships do appear to take damage. You see the shields start to like go off as you see ripples cascading throughout the shields of the first ship. I'm going to say that the second one is, since you didn't get a crit, it appears that it took barely any sort of damage. But you've definitely done some damage to the shields of this ship. And Peace is now aboard.
Okay.
Load it up. Punch it.
Oh, we're punching it. And just jam forward to try to get out of here. I probably am going to aim. It's like if I had a choice of two cardinal directions, I would want to go toward, or more toward, the one that is definitely damaged by the asteroid, because they are probably a little distracted at the moment.
Oh, is the way we're going through them?
Well, I don't. If I can avoid them entirely, I'm going to. It's just more.
It is away from them. You're sort of.
Perfect.
If they're like, you know, if they were on maybe your 7 o'clock or like 8 o'clock, you're probably headed somewhere in the probably 3 o'clock range.
Okay. I wanted to make sure that I wasn't passing the one that didn't get damaged.
Okay. All
So,
right.
okay.
I'm waiting at the airlock. Oh, hi, Peace. Welcome back.
That peach bomb worked like a charm. Good job.
Thank you. I cannot make another one. We ejected all of the trash, unfortunately.
Oh.
Oh, I understand.
We'll make more soon.
As we are flying away, if you need me to look over you, step into my lab.
Okay, I go with her to let her give me the once over to see if there's any stray shrapnel sticking out of me.
I collect all of it.
Okay. Barry, what are you doing?
Yeah. Oh, I'm getting out of here. I'm
Okay.
heading toward the next coordinates.
I was looking for a specific set of words, but okay.
Oh, I said punch it. I'm punching it.
Oh, I didn't hear
I
punch
said
it.
that
Oh,
earlier.
okay.
I
All
said
right.
that earlier. I'm
Okay.
punching it.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
just meandering slowly away. just going on a leisurely cruise. Oh yeah, no, we're punching it.
Alrighty.
Turtling it. Got your son in the back. Hey, Dad.
Give me a helm roll, please.
All right.
As you can hear, some announcements come over the comms.
Ooh, and it looks like we've had 4 racers drop out of the race. A little bit of competition has been going on, as it appears that, Master of Puppets, Run to the Hills, and Holy Diver are out of the race.
Holy diver! I wasn't expecting them to get knocked out. Shit. Okay.
Total of 4 out of the race now. The 4 horsemen, Holy Diver, as well as Master of Puppets and Run to the Hills.
So I'd assume the Tiny Knights are still actually competing in the race?
It appears so.
How would they do it? They were just sitting there the whole time.
Yeah. Okay, for the punching it position.
Risky.
Okay. Effect.
Standard.
Okay. This is this, if you consider this a speed related roll, I get
Definitely.
potency. Then it's a great effect. Any bonus? Like for slowing a couple of people down with exploded asteroids?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'll take it. That's another 6. I needed that extra. Oh my god.
If you got a partial success there, you're taking some damage, so that's good.
Yeah, I was a little worried about that. And that would have been a fail, not a partial.
Yeah. Okay, so you do punch it, and you all feel the inertial dampeners like take over. Maybe like a half a second too late, your stomach sort of drop out as the ship begins to thrust forward, and you manage to continue your trip heading towards the next goal here. Further into the asteroid field you can go. Barry, you can feel like the sweat starting to bead up on your forehead now as you're really in maximum concentration mode, making your way through the asteroids. There's huge asteroids. Anybody that's looking near viewports, you're seeing like huge asteroids like sail past the ship, and feeling these like gentle maneuvers as Barry's trying to avoid everything as best as he can. It's pretty terrifying for anybody that is watching. Who is watching right now through the viewports?
I have to say that being with Barry for as long as I have, I am pretty much unfazed by all of this. This is we have done this many times before, whether we're escaping or whatever. So like, I've come to grips with my fate if it were to be, a fucking spaceship crash. Like, I stopped reacting a while ago.
There's a weird thing that happens when you're in these larger asteroid fields too. If anybody's played Star Citizen and like gone through these asteroid fields, this weird thing happens where you kind of like lose a little bit of your perspective distance. You think that like the asteroids are farther away than they are because there's so many of them. So there's like some that are like really huge that are very far away. And then there's some that are smaller but are like sailing past the ship, and you're like, ooh, if you hit that one full speed, that was gonna do some damage, Like, so there's lots of those just kind of sailing past, and Barry, maximum concentration right now.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm just against the viewport like, dear God.
Only top pilots would want to be in this kind of position, or ships with heavy hull shielding and energy shields.
So you're saying mining ships?
Mm-hmm.
Same.
Yeah. I'm just working on the smart glass and looking up and like, I saw a small asteroid and I was like,
I'm
bigger one, and then a huge one. I'm like, oh, well, and I'm just freaking out.
Yeah, there's like slight gravitic pull that happens, from some of these asteroids. Like Barry lists like a little bit to the right. He's got to like overcorrect. Just because like these magnetic fields and stuff happen.
It's like football
insane.
Field size asteroids, yeah.
Asteroids the size of like Texas flying past,
While he's doing this, while it's going on, my first, like, as soon as I get in the ship and stable and, we get underway and I can actually like move around, I'm going to the first monitor I can find and looking up the destination of the coordinates that were given on the stellar cartography.
Sure. You can go ahead and make a study roll.
May as from before, I do have maps and charts. So either I don't know how I could help him with that because I have it specifically.
Because I have that too.
Fuck yeah! All right, then not ignore the hell out of me.
I'm for
I'm
this
still
race.
Okay. Yeah, you will get a bonus die for the maps and the charts. Yeah.
Position.
Risky.
Okay.
And the effect will be standard.
Okay. 6.
Whew. It appears to be some kind of mining outpost that you're headed to. An old mining outpost. It looks like it was abandoned about 20 years ago.
Does it have a name or can I name it?
You can absolutely name it. Why not?
Okay.
It appears the next coordinates on the map is a,
Is it derelict or is it still going?
No, it is an abandoned mining outpost.
Oh, you said abandoned. Sorry, my bad.
the next coordinates appear to be a derelict mining station. EN7473. Looks like they were mining, I want to say cobalt?
All right. Well,
It hasn't been in use for quite some time.
Okay. Am I remembering right that cobalt is extremely explosive? Or volatile? Or something?
I do not know. You humans have strange substances.
What do you mean, you're in the same dang galaxy. You should have the same periodic table of elements.
Not necessarily. We typically lean towards organics.
Huh. I guess that's fair.
Yes, cobalt. Yes. As a doctor, yes.
I would love to bring some into the ship if we can and study it. That way I know more.
Google says yes.
I actually didn't know.
But it's actually her brain.
Yeah,
Mary was making shit
I'm
up.
a doctor.
Alright, okay. The clue again, what was that? Can you read that out to me one more time?
The most used path can sometimes be the right one, but make sure you use your best judgment and ignore what's left. Don't search for needles and haystacks, but always search the rough.
Okay. That first part makes me think we need to, if there's a choice between right and left, go right.
Yeah, it does say ignore left, right?
Yeah.
Makes
It's
sense.
sometimes the most used can be the right one, the correct one. Ignore what's left. Yeah, what is left over, or to the left. That's my guess there, but then needles in haystack. Don't search for needles in haystack, but search for the rough. Okay. So we're looking for something like a diamond in the rough or something. Something that's unmined. Maybe we're trying to knock apart something.
Or it could be unrefined material.
Yeah, exactly. Like unrefined material or a geode or something. What are our scans saying there, Eden?
Let's have a look. What are our scans saying, Mark?
So, as you begin to approach the coordinates, you can make a study roll for me. The position will be risky. And the effect will be standard.
Might I take a devil's bargain?
You sure can. We can make that position desperate. And if you take the devil's bargain, I'm tempted to do something a little bit different for this one. If you take the
Surely
devil's
something nice.
well, I have to make it so that there is some kind of consequence here. Okay. If you take this one, I'm going to say that on a success and or a critical success, you will still get good information. However, no matter what, you're going to miss something important.
Okay. Okay, so it's desperate now?
Desperate.
And the effect is still standard.
Yep.
Oh, I don't know how long this race is gonna be. Otherwise, I would push myself.
You would remember at least. It's 3 clues.
And then returning.
Yeah. Yeah, the trip back.
With the tokens, by the way.
Yep.
Can I help?
You can have, so no, because this roll has already been made.
Yep.
Okay.
4.
Partial
at
success. Okay. Okay. Few things. First and foremost, you scan and you pick up what appears to be a distress call. It is approximately call it 20,000 kilometers off course.
Barry?
Yeah?
I'm getting a distress signal. It's off course. What is that? 10, 15, about 20,000 kilometers away?
Okay.
I don't really have anything else, though.
You have picked up the general location for the station. There's a lot of interference.
I mean, there's a rough estimate of where this is, but...
If I were to face that thing, the distress call, or let's say I'm facing the station as
I'm flying directly toward it.
Which direction would you say that distress signal is, to my right or my left?
Left.
Left.
All right, cool. Ignoring the hell out of that. It's a trap. I ain't fucking touching it. And if it's someone who needs help, they shouldn't be needing help near a race.
I agree. I was going to say, and I didn't want to interrupt, that these clues have been, well, very straightforward. If this is a race that is a lot is on the line, there has to be something that throws us in a loop. And we're here for ourselves, not anyone else. If they're in trouble, that's their own problem.
They have patrols and things around these. They do try to rescue people that crash if they can. So they'll be picked up just fine.
Well, I mean, there's no way it's valid, right? Because the clue itself was predetermined, yeah?
Yep, exactly that.
Unless it is. That would be awkward, huh?
That's probably fine. We can check the mining facility, what was it? The EN7E... seven... The 7... Alright, yeah, that one. We can check it out, see what it is, see what we can get, and get the hell out of here. If that little distress signal's on the way back, we can always take a peek at it just to see if it happens to have something else relevant here.
Well,
But probably won't, so it means we'll leave it alone.
seeing as it's a racer, I would be to think that we would be, well, a mining facility would make for some very tight flying.
Yeah,
I'm wondering if we're flying through it.
that might be the case. Hence the
In which
directional
case,
thing.
the other clue about needles and haystacks and the rough might reveal itself.
Yeah. All right. No, that sounds all good. Keep your eye on the sensors. If any ship pops up, let me know immediately, and I'll take a little pot shot. Doc, do we have any more explosives?
Yes.
Wonderful. That's all. Just checking. Code, get your tools ready in case we need to stop somebody that's hiding in there, because it's the perfect place. A lot of racers will sit at the last clue to get you knocked out. Figure if they can take everybody out, they can just leisurely go back as the winner. I know, Ross has done that a couple of times.
Or board and steal our tokens.
That too.
That is an extremely common tactic, Barry. And as this is mentioned by Peace, you start to get that like sinking sensation in your stomach that like, hey, maybe that's where a lot of the rest of these people are. Like, they're not even bothering trying to do these clues. Doing the clues is for suckers. It's usually the people that have more fighter type ships than racing type ships. They are more interested in letting everybody do the grunt work, and then they just blow them up at their first opportunity.
Chas was more of a racer, though,
Yes.
from what I remember. Yeah.
Very much focused on the skill, very much out to prove that he was both smart and capable as a pilot.
Yep.
Do we have a workshop on the ship?
Yes, we do.
We do? Okay. I'm heading
It's
down
not like
to
a full area, but it's a workshop area, yeah, near engineering.
I'm heading down to the workshop, and I will contact Barry on a private line, so it's not a part, like, not all of us are included, just me and Barry.
Sir,
Yeah.
I'm contacting you privately, so the other crew members are not in on this.
Okay.
And the only reason is not because I don't trust them. It's because I'm not sure how good they are if lying needs to happen.
Yeah, that's a
I'm
terrible
going
idea.
down.
Okay.
I'm going to the workshop, and in case we're lying in wait for an ambush, or there's an ambush there, I'm going to attempt to fabricate a replica token, so we have something to give them in case we have an incursion.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. That's a good call. Yeah.
I'm not sure how easy it will be, but I'll leave the flying to you. And
Okay. All right. I feel like Code would be real good at that, but I think I'd rather have him on the ready for hacking, if if we need it, especially if a ship's coming at us. Yeah. Okay.
I'll let you know how it goes, sir. It might not, it might be a moot point, but I figure it would be a good decoy if I could pull it off.
I agree. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
And I head off to the workshop.
Okay.
Very well.
I have a question.
Yes.
If someone boards us, can we keep him? Alright, it's... I've been known to try that.
Why not?
Components work on actual organic living.
You know, ain't part of the crew, and they came in here on their own free will and made a poor choice.
Excellent. Well,
Barry
Laura,
just shrugs.
we may be able to start a 16.
Yeah, just
Keep it to the med bay, thank you.
Okay.
So, are you approaching the mining outpost, Barry? What are you doing?
Yes.
Are you just waiting? What do you? I need to know.
I waited for a second while we got near it to see if anyone jumped out quickly, and then noticing they didn't, that's probably when the sinking feeling kicked in of yeah, someone's waiting. Someone's definitely waiting. Okay.
And Barry, I mean, you've been in a lot of these. Some of them are more of a fight than a race. Some of them are more of a race than a fight. It kind of depends on who joins here and there. You've seen a little bit of everything. Some of them are more violent. Some of them are just purely race, like people just trying to prove themselves. It is a big deal to win one of these races or several of these races. You can get a lot of sponsorships, a lot of good opportunities. People that want to use good pilots for various things. All different reasons. It is a very prestigious thing to win any of these races, and repeatedly, an even better one. And sorry?
Oh, I was waiting until you're done. I thought you were done. I apologize.
There are people that don't even bother with the race. They don't even bother with the actual race part, and they just want to fight. And
fighting.
A lot of these pilots still just want to prove themselves. Like, hey, we can avoid this. We're so good, we can still beat that. You know, I think Choss is definitely one of those people, always looking to prove himself as the best pilot whenever possible. You don't know what to expect when you're headed towards this mining outpost. It could be anything.
Yeah.
Sir, as we're heading to the closer to the outpost, I had a thought. The racers that remain.
Yeah.
Do you know what kind of racers they are?
I know Choss ain't a fighter, but
okay.
Shit, how many?
Just wondering, of the people left, are there pirates, so to speak, among them?
I'm not 100% sure. The one I am worried about the most, and
I'm assuming this is on all comms now, Peace?
Yeah.
Okay.
The one I'm worried about the most, the Tatanite. They watched and observed and did not run. They are probably here to steal tokens, is my guess, especially if they're waiting here. Any of y'all who, as you call it, can use the way, definitely keep your mind open. I don't want them putting some sort of weird attack on us. You might be, very necessary while we're going through these mines.
They will probably try to eat us.
Okay, yeah, we don't want that. So maybe work on not letting them eat us.
I was concerned about something that I didn't want to bring up during stressful situations, but seeing that every situation is stressful, if you want me to warn you of something, I will.
That would be ideal, thank you.
Okay, well, their intention has been on, well, I believe Eden. So, I don't know if my observation skills were top-notch during that while I was trying to get a token, but I would be very careful. They are of a different breed.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but are you saying that the Titanites that we saw might not even be here for the race, and are just using it as a cover to kidnap and or harm Eden?
No.
Yeah, he's saying yes.
No.
Well, are you sure it wasn't just because they saw me punch somebody? I mean, that was pretty cool, right?
Probably,
Yeah, but
maybe, but...
There are people here who just want to fight and use it as a cover. So, if they're here for you, I'm not going to say the name, but that one person that you may have put your sights, or they're putting their sights on you due to a certain incident a couple of months ago, if you recall, Eden.
Well, I will say this, and I was not wanting to... Now, let's just say the elders are not happy with what has been going on. So, just be safe. I could be overthinking things. I could be, obsessed with the idea of safety here, but at the end of the day...
Better safe than sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
So I suggest everybody on the ship, if you're able, suit up for battle.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Alright.
And if you can sense any sort of, I don't know, some sort of, whatever you would call it, mental attack, it'd be kind of terrible if a certain incredibly skilled and handsome pilot had some problems with his flying due to mental interference.
Speaking of which, you're at 5,000 kilometers from the station.
Yeah.
Any sort of scans on the station are, and to give you, you still don't have a visual at 5,000 kilometers. You maybe see a tiny speck in the display, but you are getting some kind of interference on the scanners, and there's probably just a steady minor scream that's happening from Jaundice, just like a
Something we haven't heard before? That sounds different.
Probably not.
Buddy, I know. Interference. Yep.
I would like to say that even though I've heard of their kind, they may have other ways to attack than what we're used to. Every night's origin is different.
Right. Okay. Hey, Code?
Also, sir?
Yeah, oh, yes. Sorry. What?
If you feel less than yourself due to somebody's influence, at the first sign, please let me know, and I can come up and take the helm over.
I'll try, is best I can put it. We're getting interference, Code. Anything you can do about that when we get closer?
I can
Probably out of
always
range
try.
at the moment, but when we get closer, maybe if you can pinpoint that and shut it down, or just shut it down for us.
500 meters, get me in, and I'll do what I can.
All right, I'll ping you when we're there.
Right.
5,000 kilometers, quickly approaching the coordinates. This scream is still kind of happening from Jonas. It's kind of getting like louder as you get closer, and the sensors are kind of getting more and more scrambled. 3,000 kilometers. You can start to see that there is a what you would estimate to be a large asteroid up ahead, Barry. You would probably make a safe assumption that this mining outpost is built into this asteroid.
Yeah. Yep. Makes sense.
1,000 kilometers, and you can start to get a visual. The sensors have been getting progressively more and more scrambled and are essentially non-functional.
Yeah.
Almost there, Code?
Already a hack.
Yeah, we're pretty much flying, well, I'm visually flying at this point, which, frankly, I'm kind of comfy with, so that's all right. But it'd still be nice to have sensors.
You're seeing some strange sights as you get within 500 kilometers.
Right.
And you can see some flashing, what looks to be laser fire or blaster fire.
The moment I'd see flashing, even if I don't know it's at me, I veer sharply just to be safe.
Sure. Making some evasive maneuvers, you start to juke around with the ship, slowing down your progress towards the station. After a few seconds, you don't notice any attacks or anything, or any impacts on the shield.
Okay, cool. Then I would continue course, seeing that's probably a fight over there and not a preemptive shot like I did.
Mm-hmm. You see visually no signs of any ships. You get the impression, Barry, that they probably tried to hide them wherever possible. The interference being a good opportunity to do that. And as you get closer, you start to get the impression that there is some kind of firefight down on the outpost itself. And that is where we're going to take our break. We're going to take a little bit of a break here, folks. We have ourselves a mega death race going on right now. And
there was a firefight!
We're going to see what happens. Make sure you stick around. We're going to just give everybody an opportunity to stand up, walk around, take a break for a few minutes, and we will continue on with the show in just a little bit. But if you have not done so, please make sure you're following all these wonderful people by heading on over to tablestory.tv/100club with no spaces to go follow them in all of the places. And if you have yourself a Prime Gaming sub that you haven't used yet, consider throwing it their way. Get yourself some emotes. Go support these lovely people. What were you going to say, Zeke?
If you put at our Twitch names in the title, they can follow from there.
That's right.
It's a new
tag.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Very cool.
awesome.
Yeah, they added that.
3 days ago or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed it on Drop Frames. I was like, oh shit, you can,
I didn't know you could
just
follow
click their
from
names
that.
in
That's
the,
really
in the
cool.
stream
Very
title.
cool. Is that via shout out?
No, you
Title.
just in the stream title put at screen name, Twitch name,
very
and
cool.
it has the color code. Like you know how you pick your colors to what your channel colors are.
Secrecy.
Very, very cool. Make sure you go check that out. We're going to be back in just a few minutes. Hang tight for more 100 Club. We'll be back in just a little bit. As this firefight takes place on the this mining outpost, Barry, what are you doing?
To the fire, when you said firefight, is that like they're on the ground out like EVA fighting, or are they in their ships, or not able to tell yet?
Make a study roll.
Okie dokie. I got one in it now. I'm feeling real smart. Position and effect.
Position is controlled. Effect will be limited.
Figured as much. Any bonus for some ungodly reason? All right, yeah. 6.
Wow! Oh shit!
Great show.
Oh wow! This is most likely EVA firefight
Okay.
down on the surface, and you do not notice any ships, from what you can tell. They're most likely hidden. Which, if you were to go down there, probably a good idea.
To be hide your ship, yeah.
Yeah.
A
lot of opportunity to do that, by the way. You don't have a great visual just yet, but the surface of this asteroid is pretty pockmarked. Shouldn't be too hard.
Yeah. Okay, one final question because of that study roll. Do I see how many? And when I'm saying how many, I know they're far enough away. I probably can't see individuals. However, can I see roughly like how many separate shots are firing to get a guesstimate on how many people might be EVA fighting?
Yeah. Your estimate is 4 to 5.
Are they clustered?
Depends on your definition of clustered.
Are they clustered for a particle cannon?
No. Well, one group at a time, maybe?
That's more what I mean. What a great way to knock out competition. By knocking out the competition.
What about the other ships?
Oh, Barry's thinking all this right now.
Yeah, because the moment you shoot something, what if they all just...
But that's kind of what he's thinking. Because then he'll know where they are. They might not want to expose themselves. That might be too much of a risk for them.
I have an idea. There's a firefight EVA style down there. We can hide, which is I think what we should do in general anyway, so we can go into the facility, which is what we need to do from what they're doing. However, I mean, they're very in range.
In range for what?
Well, a
Do
big
we
old...
need to get them out of the way so we can get in? Or can we just whistle and fly right past them?
Do we need to get them out of the way? Are they kind of blocking the entrance with their firefight from what it looks like?
Not necessarily. It kind of depends on how you proceed.
All right.
You got to get a closer look, really, to see the best way to go in, I guess.
Yeah.
There might be multiple entrances.
Also true.
Scanners would be really helpful. If only there wasn't this interference.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is that a no? Am I getting a universal no, or am I getting a yeah? Just take them out and then go from there.
If we can avoid them, sir, and let them fight it out on their own, I think that would be best. Unless
but whoever wins will be behind us then.
I think we have a better time taking someone out.
Behind us is where
chasing
we want
us.
them. Sorry.
Right. I agree.
All right. Okay.
With a sigh, Barry goes and looks for a crater to hide the Molly in, out of sight, out of mind.
Okay.
Sir,
Yeah.
are we hiding?
Yeah.
May I ask why?
Well, you said not to fight him.
No. What I suggested was fly through them.
I don't know if the entrance is.
And go into the entrance.
I don't know if the entrance is big enough for Molly. That's the problem. This might be a on foot kind of deal, since they're already on foot.
What would happen if you landed the molly on them?
Barry immediately guns it.
Sir, I've detected that we are once again on the move.
Yeah,
May I suggest
Yeah?
code?
Yes.
If need be, can you have your drone ready to fly in to the entrance of the mine and scout it out for us?
Sure.
Excellent.
We're gonna take a quick emergency landing before hiding the Molly. It seems like such a good flat ground spot to land. You know.
What does, sir?
Oh, I don't know, there's some like gunfire down there or something, but it looks like it doesn't have a whole lot of cover. It'd be great to just kind of take a good spot. For convenience, of course, for a little drone to go out into an entrance, you see.
Oh, making it easier for my drone? I'm here for it.
Exactly! I'm doing my best for you, Code.
About things. Oh, you are so kind.
Yeah, no problem. I'm here to help.
I am going to land on the firefight.
Sure. Hang on one sec.
Sir, I can tell when you're lying, you know that.
Yeah, I do, and I don't mind.
All right, then.
Are you lying about being nice to me?
No, that is actually true. I am being nice to you. I also might be trying to crush the firefight.
I
Eden?
can confirm that.
That's interesting.
Eden, please make me a fortune roll.
You want me to make a fortune roll?
No, Eden.
Eden.
Oh, Eden, okay.
Okay.
Do it.
How many
Buses
dice?
in chat. Buses, let's go.
Get us buses!
This is gonna be, we'll call it 2 dice.
Do we want it high or low?
That's a good question.
No
I just want to know
comment.
what to
I'm gonna
root
get the
for, dude. You don't
opposite
tell me
no
the
matter
outcome. I just
what.
want to know what to root for.
No comment.
I'm gonna get the opposite of what we want anyways, so you know what? Just don't wish it into the universe. Very lukewarm. There we go.
Kind of in the middle? Maybe that's good, maybe that's bad. Who knows?
All right, Barry, I need a helm roll
Okay.
as you try to squish people with
You think this is
Molly.
a speed roll?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, me too. Position.
Risky.
Okay.
The effect limited.
All right. It's a standard now because of the speed roll. Okie dokie. That's a 5.
Okie doke. Barry, you're trying your best to land the Molly. This is not a capital ship. It's fairly big, though. It's like how many meters wide? Where it's like, do you put the landing gear down?
No, because I'm basically like the idea is I'm gonna kind of go like get
smush him?
I kind of want to smush him a bit, but also there's a lot of thrusters with an excessive amount of heat. And blasting power, kind of like what we did in the very first
throw that
mission.
ass back.
Yeah, I kind of want to throw. I want to kind of throw it back a little bit. Yeah.
All right.
If I don't crush them so much, they might stop existing.
Yeah, it's probably. I'm trying to think how big the ship is. It's probably like 10 meters wide, I would say.
Because yeah, it's 2 out of 5 on the size scale, whatever that is.
I was close. 25 meters wide, 45 meters long.
Okay. Yeah, I'm buzzing the tower, and the tower is their heads.
Okay. Yeah, you do your best job to pilot. You think you've roasted like a few people on one of the sides. You probably couldn't get both groups. And you definitely roasted some people. I don't think you got a count on how many, but you definitely got a few of them.
Okay.
There's probably a few harmless like pings on the shield.
Yeah. I figure if they're still moving about, a particle cannon would be very effective now.
Alrighty.
I mean, there's no scanners don't work, so seeing us is gonna be a little hard unless I get a visual. Yeah.
Sure thing.
You'd probably hear the guns start to spool up.
I thought we were being we're gonna be so.
What was that?
Oh, nothing. I just worry about the ships that are in
Let me
hiding.
get
But
another fortune roll, please, Eden. Just 1 die this time.
Well, you see, there's people still on the ground, Code. Do you want your drone shot at?
no, absolutely not. Kill them.
All right, great.
All right. Barry, this time you're going to make a helm roll as you activate the particle cannons at close range.
I mean, I'm not going to put it so I'm in the blast radius. I'll get a little farther away than that. But yeah, close range still, all things considered. Okay, position.
Risky.
Uh-huh.
The effect is limited again.
Okay. I will get a bonus die because I'm firing ship guns. For why or how I'm trying to do this, I'm not trying to hit one of them directly because that's going to be too
Trying
difficult.
to hit the area. You're trying to aim at the ground with a rocket and Quake.
Yes, exactly.
Sorry, I'm so old.
No, I mean, listen, you gotta rocket jump sometimes, and it just helps. Okay, here we go.
Holy fucking what?
I might check and see
4 ones.
what a devil's bargain might be in this context, because what the actual hell?
Also, in Quake, when you shoot the ground, you hurt yourself. So I guess we are.
Is that the worst roll we've had?
The worst roll you've ever had, for sure.
No, that definitely is the worst roll on the show. I'm pretty positive.
Probably the worst we've had on the show. Not the worst roll we've ever had on Tablestory, but it's probably top 5.
Yeah! My God!
And you have max and hell. Ouch.
Yeah, I think Irish beat me out. I will say that, yeah. Okay.
Leslie
Oh my
actually
God.
beat you out back in the day. Yeah. She has the worst roll ever. I think she had 5 ones on 5d6.
Good. All right. Well, what's the devil's bargain, my dear friend?
Boy, it's not good.
I believe you.
It is not good. Devil's bargain. Because this roll was so bad, I feel like the bargain is still really bad.
Sure.
Kind of no matter what you do here, it's not going to end up very good. I think we're looking at, no matter what, this is going to be a shot that goes awry and will most likely connect with the mining outpost as well.
Right. Unless I roll to resist consequences if I fail? Or just in general? Okay, okay. I just want to make sure I could. So that I was planning on rolling to resist regardless. So, of course, I'm going to take the bargain. I'm finally getting to play out vicious, and I'm here for it. Okay.
Surely it won't be the same roll.
Just like to point out that was the main antagonist's name in Cowboy Bebop.
Vicious? Oh, yes, it was. Oh, yes. Okay. So that's desperate. That's limited. And that's a bonus because it brings me back up to the 1 for firing. Let's see if we get a 1, 1, 1, 1 again. Here we go. Okay, that's a 5. I will be resisting the consequences.
Okay.
Okay. That's a prowess roll. I don't know if we've done it. This is when you roll to resist the consequences of piloting, gain a die. Would you count that or not?
Yeah.
For his. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Resisting. That's a 6.
Oh God.
No
You
stress.
had 5 dice? Holy shit!
I got 4 notches in prowess.
Wow!
I'm a pilot. This is my one thing.
Wow. Okay. So,
Did anyone
Barry.
in chat put the percentage of rolling 4 1s on 6-sided dice? Because if you didn't, it's 0.07%.
Never tell me the odds. No.
Play the lottery.
Barry.
Yeah.
You open up with the particle cannon. You get a little giddy when you're firing it.
Of course I am.
And you open fire and slicing into. You got to imagine there's like a landing area here, you know, which has not been used. And you can see that there has to be like a loading dock kind of a situation that's happening. You know, there has to be like some hangars and loading areas. You can see, you know, the various paint on the platform itself, on the outpost. You fire the particle cannon at kind of like an angle, and you see one person just get obliterated, like melted. And the particle cannon starts to slice. Like, it's so powerful that, like, moving the ship while it's happening is, like, violent. And you realize, like, you're getting a little too excited with the particle cannon, and you see it start to slice, like, directly into the mining outpost, and you make a course adjustment, and it's, like, ultra difficult. You have the greatest intentions here of wiping out your competition, obliterating them. You know, they shouldn't have fucked with you at all. And then you realize that you might be slicing through the fucking objective, and you quickly make a course correction here.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to put my drone out there now. I'm just...
Hey, it's safe. I caught it before it hit. Quite literally. Drone's clear. Go for it before we go and park.
The coolant warnings are like going off probably all over the ship. You guys can see like various flashing lights. Whenever the particle cannon's fired, like it uses a massive amount of heat, and you could probably, if anybody's like looking at the actual gun itself, you can see like it's just glowing like white hot. Where it was fired, the various like coolants going off, various warnings are going off in the cockpit area, and what do you do?
Now or never, code.
Alright. I pull out my drone.
And this time my drone looks different than the one before. This one has a more sleeker model, a more aerial, like be able to move in the other one was more of a land one. This one was more of an air one. And I try to make some modifications so that it's better for what we have been doing as of late versus the other one being or crawling into spaces. And I'm like, I just made you. Don't shoot that cannon again. And then I get to the airlock area, put my breathing apparatus and everything on, and pet it as it goes.
Wait! I rush up to the airlock. Can I make a modification?
Sure. Here you go.
I slap a starfish on it.
Oh. Now, will this be more symbiotic or?
It's a bomb.
No! What? Does it come off?
No.
What you're supposed to tell me before you? It's just me. Don't worry. It's. I know. Does it detonate by itself, or how does it work?
Here's the detonator.
I immediately deactivate the detonator.
You know when you see like a marine like disassemble like a handgun, you just like it just like falls apart. The detonator just like crumbles and falls to the ground.
I'm just like, it took a lot of parts to make this. And then I look at it and I'm just like, but thank you. And I'm like, I'm ready. Hit the door.
Bloop.
And it's like a mother sending their child out to elementary school right before you make them stand in front of the door and take pictures and awkwardly. Just like, oh, hi. Please come back. And I send it on his way and I get back onto the console in front of the viewport and start setting a course. Where am I sending this? I made the entrance. I'm going to the entrance, but I don't know
Into the entrance. If it looks like you've got a choice of right or left, right should be, based on that clue, it's probably to the right. If you're able to find that jammer and get it, or if you're in the proximity of it and you can maybe get us an access code so we're not jammed. I don't want it off, but I want it so we can see.
Okay, you're asking for a lot, so I'm gonna need help with spotting things. I can. This is a field test. On top of.
Right.
This is my baby's first time out in the field, so I'll need someone to guide me while I do all that you want me to do.
Yeah. Anyone got good eyes? Doc, Aiden, Peace?
I mean, yeah.
All right. All right, that's all
Are your
right,
eyes
man.
bad? Do you need me to give you new eyes?
My eyes are fine. I do not need new eyes.
I have a drawer full of eyes.
I don't want new eyes.
What about new glasses? They might not be working.
Idiom, figure of speech, please, God.
So you want a glass eye?
No, figure of speech. Idiom, figure of speech.
Okay. That was a great idea.
Thank you.
So
All right, I'll do my best.
the drone
Sweat.
The drone is released. Again, you have like a 500 meters or so signal for the drone. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I take that back. Do you have what do you currently have on your loadout here? You know what? You're on Molly. I'm gonna say that you would have the capability of like a planet-wide equivalent communications. So you should be fine there.
Okay, I was gonna say also we patched Jaundice, so but Jaundice is down. Never mind.
However, as soon as you launch the drone and you start to try and see through the viewport, it is fucking jammed.
The drone is jammed?
The scanner, you do not have communication with the drone.
So I can't see anything.
Nope.
Great. What about my smart glass?
Your smart glass is also jammed.
Okay, I'm turning this shit around. I won't say anything. I'm just opening the door, guiding it back in. Well, we tried, and I go back to my spot and sit down. Sorry, Barry.
What?
We're gonna have to physically go in there.
Yeah, gee, all right. Fuck. Okay, all right.
And since we didn't land, I just moved to get us into a crater to hide the molly.
Sure thing. Give me a fortune roll, Barry.
Oh, God damn it. All right. How many dice?
2.
Okie dokie. 3 and a 1.
Messages that everybody's been adding to these fortune rolls are giving me life. Okay. You find a decent spot that's kind of nearby, Barry.
Okay. All right.
Okay, found a crater somewhat close here. Yeah, I'm gonna pull us down, and I think I should probably stay on this ship. I do not want to leave her unattended. I'll leave her running though, so I can come swing by, pick you up if we need to. But it looks like we're gonna have to send a crew in. Who wants to go?
That's a shame. I should probably stay on the ship and tend to PG because, you wouldn't...
No.
Code. You literally are the one that can hack. You're, very important.
Oh. Is that a compliment or sarcasm?
Well,
Compliment.
With the station and the mine being in the situation that it's in, this might be a dark zone. So his skills might not be applicable here.
Unless he finds something he can brighten for us.
I am really good with my tools.
That's more what I mean. He might be good in those sorts of situations. He's also
Well,
a little...
Yeah. I'm heading to the airlock if anybody wants to join me for an away mission.
Barry,
I'll see you there.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Are you keeping the ship hot, or are you powering down?
I'm gonna keep it medium. So I'm gonna have it. So
I
what
would
mean
like
by
to
that,
whisper yell.
I'd like to whisper yell. Well, what I mean by that is low power. So I don't need to spool up literally everything, but it's not like I could fire weapons immediately, sort of thing. It's I can. It's like the basic system, so that it doesn't take me 10 minutes to start up. It might take me 2, kind of thing. I think I've done that before, where I went low power mode while we were drifting.
Okay.
So I'm kind of keeping it low power mode.
Okay.
It's like I haven't turned the car on, but the electronics are on, right?
Right. Okay, so here's my ruling on that.
Absolutely.
Is that if you keep it in low power mode, you still have to spool up the engines, you still have to spool up the weapons, but scanners can stay on, and life support stays on.
Yeah. I'd say that's...
Shields are also down.
I mean, they'll... Yeah.
Shields down, weapons down, engines are down. That is what keeps the ship hot.
Yeah. Yeah, just in the off chance that... Yeah, that's a risk that's good to take.
All right, I'm gonna put her in low power mode. We won't be able to immediately get out, and we're gonna be out without shields. But if you do somehow get the scanners working, Code, and you can't do it for just us, we won't be immediately seen, and I think that's more important.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be. I have some things I can probably do.
All right.
I need to test these smart glasses anyway.
We're probably gonna be communication dark between the ship and you, by the way. So, if you need me to do something, it needs to be a visual. I don't know how you'll do that, but well, Doc has explosives.
Yes, Doc. Laura, please bring more starfish.
Is there?
Am I going with
I
you?
would like to test something.
Yes.
Whack, what I want to do is see if if we can't get like visual or audio or whatever communication, I'm wondering if there's a way that we can create enough, like, I don't know if it's being blocked or it's just being diffused, something like that. I'm thinking Morse code, meaning like instead of communicating with words and visuals,
line of sight would work. You could use.
Could I tap the comm even though they can't hear me?
Probably not. Line of sight communications would work, which is like that's what you normally would use, like if you were in like a small party, like you did on the lunar surface.
Right.
It's just like laser based. And down here, is there some way you could do that? Yeah, there's a few ways you could do it. Simple flashing of lights.
No, like Morse code.
Yeah.
Morse code or something, yeah.
But
the
like,
laser based was still
trying to activate the chirp on your like T-Mobile phone. Not gonna work.
well, since we already established, oddly enough, that how the stun weapons work, we can use the initial like.
Oh yeah, you can fire a weapon. Definitely.
Well, not even fire it, but like it's like a half pole. It zeroes in, and then the full pole actually shoots a blast. So a half pole, half pole.
You want to whisper yell the gun. Got it.
Whisper yell the ship and whisper yell the gun. Lego.
Absolutely.
I would like to stealth and go fast. Can I do that?
Sneaky fast.
I would like to pay attention to everything, be stealthy, and move really fast.
But also pay
kill
attention to one thing.
Yeah.
Yes. I want to multitask.
So Whack.
All I'm saying is basically I just want to use it as a laser pointer. So like I'm thinking like if we're in the cave, as long as we can see space, and we do beep 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 beep.
You would have lights on your actual gear,
right?
You could use that as well, But if you want to fire a weapon, yeah, definitely.
No. This is hold on. I'm a visual learner. This is what I'm saying. So.
Scribble.
Yeah.
You made fun of Barry for his Post-its for so long, and yet here you are.
But this is real life. Okay. So, what I'm saying is, the circle is the molly, right? If we're inside the cave and they can't see us, we can still shine a light out of the cave, like a laser out of the cave. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
So here's my question. To not make this so OP, and I think we've been doing this. I stopped doing this. I have a fine hacking rig, and I have hacking tools. I won't be able to use both of those at the same time, right? Because the rig is for more, like, remote stuff, and the hacking tools is for physical, right?
You can bring both if you would like. The rig is for mechanical things, and the hacking is for electronic things.
Okay.
So, rig roll versus hack.
Okay. All right, I'm not gonna take those.
Eden, are you going to go?
I mean, it would be a good idea, I think.
Okay.
But I can also stay with Barry. It's fine.
I think that you should go. Of the two of us, you are much more efficient in combat. All I can do is throw bread and inject drugs. Therefore, I have some items for you. Here are some drugs, and here are some bombs.
Oh, what do the drugs do?
This one's performance enhancing. It will make you go very fast, very strong, very sharp. This one will put someone to sleep. And this one... Oh, don't take that one. I don't know about this.
Okay, so just these two?
Yes.
Excellent.
That one just has a smiley face drawn on it.
Now, just to clarify, performance enhancing for Tide Knights?
Inconclusive.
Ah, okay.
A berry should be fine. I think. Yes.
All right. Well, I'll pocket it regardless.
And I would not test those for her, so you'll be the first.
You won't test them?
I did not. And I will not.
You will be
there's
fine.
opportunities now, though.
You all sort of notice that the ship like powers down a little bit, and the sound of the engine sort of tapers off, and you see just like low light activate around the ship, which is kind of like the whisper
Like
mode.
the orange-red lighting.
Yep.
All right.
This is due to. I'm sorry. This is due to us doing that, right?
Barry did this, yes.
Okay. Because my next question would be like, how are my batteries doing? Are they okay?
Yeah, Barry did this
Like,
to put it in.
Don't
low
worry,
power mode.
guys. I'll take care of it. I'm just going to.
All right, yeah, he'll be fine.
All right. No time like the present. Those who are popping out, remember your clue. Do your best to communicate with each other as best you can. Any sort of signal you can give me if you need me to swing by the entrance. Frankly, the moment you get out, I'd love to be able to swing by so you can hop on and we can jet out of here.
As a quick reminder, we do have, I'm just making sure, we do have a buff coming from the ship that makes our load one lighter than what it would be normally.
Correct.
Okay.
I would also like to point out that Titanites, moving in 0G, any sort of movement-based rolls, usually scramble rolls, are with a +1.
Oh, sick.
And that would be only applicable to code, yeah?
Code and Vertigo.
Gotcha.
Okay. I have my drone, I have my tools. Yeah.
Are
And
you
I
ready?
just kind of, I secretly slip a blaster. Yeah, I'm trying one of these. I want to get one too. All right, I'm ready.
Okay. I slipped my helmet on.
The blaster
I
I
think you have
grabbed
to
is.
sneak a blaster. I think it's a good idea to have one.
No one would
I think
care.
we're all good with it.
I want to grab Big G.
Oh, you'd have to go down into the helm for that.
All right, I'm gonna do
now
that.
that's
I was eyeing
different.
it.
Because I have it mounted.
It's
Okay,
probably
I
like
wanna-
in a display case with like several
I
alarms.
built a display for it to have it hanging up on the wall in the helm.
Is it
Yeah.
like in a box or out of a box?
It's out of a box, but it's next
Great.
to me.
So I'm going to.
It keeps like a can of dust off like underneath the
Oh, yeah.
the dashboard, and he just constantly sprays it so that no dust gets on it.
So I'm gonna turn my back to it and I grab something from Melora's collection. And I'm like, so Barry, you were so nice to me. So friends, right? Friends we are.
Yeah.
Friends let friends borrow things.
Why did Doc leave a bunch of shit in my helm?
I don't know. And I replaced the blaster with an organic still life.
I mean, I see this, I'm assuming. It's pretty obviously mounted on my wall.
It's okay.
What do you do?
And then I
What?
run out.
You know I didn't test that, right?
I don't hear him. I'm just like, I got it. It has flames on it. It shoots fire.
Put it over comms.
Code, that might explode. Just letting you know.
What? But it shoots flames.
No, it just has flames on it. I haven't tested that. It's cool, but it might explode. Anyway, good luck.
And then I just...
And I take it.
Very well.
I'm ready.
And I'll lead the way.
All right, I'm following.
Opening up the airlock, Peace leads the way, followed by Eden and Code.
Good luck, everybody.
Out into space they go. The mining outpost is very industrial looking. It's mostly gray. There's you can see probably lots of paint with various like indicators on it, like visual indicators that says like loading and unloading and whatnot. And you are all sort of using your thrusters to help you move. This is microgravity at best. It's even less than the lunar surface for sure. This asteroid is large, but it's nowhere near the size of the moon. So this is mostly 0G, if anything. It's like 0.01, G's. So there's a little bit of a pull down to the asteroid, but you're kind of basically just floating here in 0G. And you begin to move towards the mining outpost, unless you're doing anything else in particular here on the way.
I'm just having fun. I'm like a mermaid in the water.
Feels wonderful to be out here for sure. For the Titanids, and even for you, Eden, it definitely feels better than any sort of strong gravity. I mean, to be fair, Molly's gravity is probably a little high. It's probably it probably makes you like a little sluggish, and like waking up in the morning is like ooh, like a little rough for the Titanites and you. But this feels great out here, and you can move around, and it feels freeing. You can see in the distance the mining outpost now as you approach, and you gently move the thrusters forward. Peace, you're leading the way, yes?
Yes. Oh, sorry.
Yes, quick question.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if mechanically this matters, like if I have my blaster pistol out and ready, or if I have it like holstered, like as far as dice rolls go, does it matter?
You're just kind of ready.
Okay.
It sort of depends on the situation, but I can assume we can assume that you all are sort of ready for action right now.
Okay, cool.
I think you're all very hyper aware.
Then I will I'll go ahead and tap my shoulder light. Lead the way.
You can see the harsh contrast of the light. The mining outpost is lit, but you need a lot of light to really illuminate it. Okay. There's a bit of light coming through from the sun, so it is lit partially. It has some pretty stark shadows, and just the angle and the other asteroids and things flying past. You get those periodic asteroid shadows that are flying over you and completely engulfing you in shadow here and there, except for your little shoulder lights. Do you all have your torch lights turned on?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would also imagine my drone having a light, but I'm not going to try and turn that on.
Yeah, are you keeping the drone with you, or do you have that? Is it moving on its own?
It's on my back.
Okay. Fair enough. Approaching the mining outpost, again, you can see the paint sort of in large swaths across the various areas. There's, again, a very industrial, very gray with some yellow paint on it, like a yellow-orange, sort of that hazard kind of color. Here and there, you can see like giant loading and like unloading letters and arrows and things and pointing. You can see main entrance. That is, there is just kind of like an arrow pointing ahead. There is a recess in the level sort of platform of the station that appears to be maybe 40 to not 40 meters, maybe 20 meters wide, that is recessed into this area. You can see it up ahead piece. You can also see body parts floating around kind of all over the place. huge burns and giant gouges into the metal and the asteroid, kind of like all about. You can see the obvious devastation that the particle cannon has wrought. There are no lasers being fired at you right now, from what you can...
I'm collecting the body parts. That's gifts for Laura.
You've got like Velcro straps. Just like...
Just hanging them, like hooking them through the skin and just like hanging off my body.
Good lord. I'm glad I'm in the lead, so I don't see any of this.
I see Eden look at him just like...
Do you
make sure to mark your load from normal to heavy.
Like doing this with it, like...
So do you follow where it says main entrance piece? Or are you trying to get a lay of the land?
Yeah, if there's like body parts floating, would it be a safe assumption to say they're from, blast fire or explosions?
A safe guess.
Okay.
Unless there was some kind of other horrific accident that happened here before.
Do they have any like markings or insignia that would put them in a part of a crew that we've seen?
Yeah, I won't make you make a roll. It definitely looks like that, yeah. Okay. You can see...
Is murder common on these fucking races? I thought it was mayhem, sure, but murder?
Yeah, for sure.
Wow. All right, wow. Okay.
Well, it's kind of in a lawless area here. So that's why they do
that, but like murder's a big step.
Yeah, that's why they kind of do this stuff. And what's even more fucked up is a lot of this stuff is like televised. Sure. You might see the occasional like camera drone here and there. Like this shit is televised. They try and get some they pick up communications and stuff. They try and flavor it. There's producers for this. That's half of the reason that the pilots go on this, so they can get like the advertising for how good of a pilot they are and get hired for like really big jobs.
Okay.
Eden, or actually either of you, I don't want to make assumptions, but is it possible to use the way to sense any other beings, whether they be Titanite or human or something yet undiscovered, I suppose? Can you sense anything like that?
I'm sure there's a species that can, but I unfortunately am not part of that species list.
I mean, isn't it normally only by touch?
Not necessarily. Just depends on where you derive from. I do not know your historic background of the half that's Titanite for you.
Well,
but I can always give you a hand if you need it. That's actually for Laura, so you have to get a different one. Sorry.
I was trying to make use of all the talents that we have since we don't have use of our instruments.
Eden, you think you might be able to do something like this eventually. You get the impression that you could.
Well, I mean, maybe I could try?
Well,
if it wouldn't be too taxing.
There was said that those of the deep use this type of sonar to locate each other in hunting parties. That would be interesting if you're a part of that.
You said the deep?
Why, yes. Species of the deep.
Unfortunately, sonar would not work here. Nothing for the sound waves to travel on.
If I take a moment and close my eyes and try to open my mind to the way, can I make an attempt to see if I can make something like this work?
You can push yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
If you would like to try.
I'll do it. Yeah, let's do it.
Can Can I make an argument to potentially give her a +1?
You can. I will suggest to you that Eden actually has a potential special ability that she does not have yet. So you can argue if you'd like.
Well, it is in her favor. We have established that she can move asteroids and various things with her mind. So what's to say that she can't use the way in external ways?
Because mechanically she
literally
doesn't have the
has
special
done it.
ability yet.
Oh, okay.
It's a mechanics thing, not a roleplay thing.
Oh, okay.
She actually
Your
has.
Honor, I would like to retract my surprise witness.
there is an actual special ability to help with this, but she doesn't have it yet.
Oh, is it the last one?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I thought so. All right, I'll push it. Let's see if we can do it. Position?
This will probably be risky.
Are
The
there
effect will be limited. Depends on the roll.
Oh, I don't like that. Okay.
This is definitely not something that you have done before.
Okay, and there's no bonus die.
No.
Five?
Okay. I will let you choose. So you are pushing yourself to do this. That's automatically 2 stress, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
However, you can succeed and take 2 more stress, or you can fail and only take 1 stress overall. Like you started to do it and you felt this pain and you stopped yourself before it got too severe, or you can.
I like the fail option there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you only take
I'll
1
take away that
stress
one.
overall.
However, I would like to bring up the fact that none of this would be happening if Peace hadn't asked her to do it.
You're absolutely correct, sir.
Meaningful insight.
Stress!
Yeah!
Absolutely correct. Definitely. Love it.
You try.
Love it. It's 100% correct. It's accurate. You did.
I get the feeling this might be a thing, but
Please, don't exert yourself too much. I was
yeah,
just
no,
wondering. But
no, not right now.
I can make a suggestion in the future. If you have any more sisters to consume them, it should help you in your journey. Shall we proceed?
let's.
Okay.
Moving on from that.
That's good advice.
Alright.
So you can just make a visual. You know, you can just sort of make a visual if you'd like. Anybody that wants to participate in the visual here in the group of the landing party can make a group check if you want. It would be a study roll.
Yep. I'll take the stress if you want to do a group roll.
Sure.
So
Study
basically
roll.
that just it kind of, you know, gives however many dice you each have, and for each fail I get a. Now hold on. Does only one of us need to succeed for this to happen? Is that how group, the group
overall
shit
that
works?
is correct? Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, what's the position on that?
Controlled.
Beautiful.
The effect
And
will be limited.
Okay.
Actually, I will upgrade it to standard because it is you are doing this as a group.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow, crit fail.
Oh, crit success! baby!
Crit success!
Get
Wow.
that. Oh, wait, no, that's not desperate. Yep, never mind.
No.
Wait. I'm sorry. It was something was changed, and I almost hit the button. So it's steady, controlled. That's it.
Controlled and standard, yeah.
Yep.
6.
Cool. So I take
Excellent.
1 stress for my huge failure. But we did get a crit out of one of us.
You did. Okay. So this was a very good one to succeed at. Eden. As you are scanning around with Peace, I feel like you're having troubles with your shoulder light. You know, like the torchlight is just like it's flickering and it's turned around and shit. You know, you're just, God damn it. You know, like you're like one of your servos.
Go.
Yeah, one of your servos keeps like knocking into it or something. You know, some stupid shit that always happens when anybody tries to be cool. Eden, you and Code are doing a pretty active glance around here, scan of the area. Code, you pick up that you think there is nobody out here on the ground, or the equivalent of just, you know, being in close proximity to the station here. And you can tell from the bodies that are floating around, Code, that there would be 7 bodies altogether, from what you can tell, just like counting body parts.
I count the hands.
Yeah.
I'm collecting.
Yeah.
2.
Barry just murdered the shit out of 7 people.
6. It's like there's 7 in one possible.
Eden, you are able to tell all of these things as well. However, you can see, I guess, exactly where the main entrance is. You can see that there are several weapons lying around. You get the rough position of several weapons, which might be good to grab. You can also see that it looks like someone was setting up a bomb.
Oh, hey! Found the entrance, but
That
also,
might be why the firefight broke out.
also there are lots of weapons, and a half set-up bomb?
You said what now? I'm sorry.
There's a bomb,
Let me grab this ear so I can hear you better.
and also weapons that might be good to grab. Perhaps.
Oh, weapons. Oh, yes. I would like to collect those as well.
So I'm assuming like you're sitting there staring at it, so I can just look at your line of sight, so I can
Yep.
see like what we're
I'm like
looking
kind of
at here.
frozen in place, just like.
I'm just swimming around her collecting stuff. Like
And it's
fish.
an unexploded bomb, right? It's or it's unfinished.
You don't know.
Okay.
Oh, that's what you meant. Should
There's
I
a lot of
deactivate
debris,
this?
so it's like really easy to miss. Eden just picked up on it like,
It's a bomb.
Uh-huh.
I could probably try to deactivate it, but if I fail, it might blow up. Are you okay with that? Cool. Are we moving around it? Is it?
I say we leave it alone.
Oh. Maybe we keep
Yeah,
it.
maybe we
leave
don't.
Leave it as it is. We don't know how it works and how good the bomb maker was. If it hasn't exploded yet, maybe it never will.
That being said, in terms of like weapons and stuff, what kind of things do we see lying around? Are there any sort of like melee weapons? Are they all like pistols? Are they rifles?
oh, good question. I feel like we've got a nice little variation here. How shall I translate this roll? Okay, so it looks like they're mostly light weapons, but yes, there are a combination of some melee weapons and some guns, like a few blasters and maybe like maybe some kind of, you know, small automatic type of rifle.
Are there any Titanite weapons lying around?
No.
Okay, that's information for me.
Now you said they're mostly light weapons. Are there any like ones that look particularly nasty?
You can spend some time looking around, but at a glance, no.
news is I don't see any tie-dye web. Well, I don't know if that's good. It might be bad news.
It's a lot of stuff here. I mean, we should probably get the clues. We should probably find what we need, but
I grabbed 2 blasters. Let's go.
I agree. Let us continue.
Mm-hmm.
As this is happening, board Molly.
That's where we turn.
Barry, you are at the helm.
Oh, yeah.
Vertigo, where are you?
I am in the med bay.
Okay. Which is near the helm, by the way. It's only 1 room away. Both of you, I will leave this up to you. If you would like to make this roll, you don't have to. Can make a study roll. It would be a group roll. Either or it can be a group.
I mean, I'm not gonna. Barry's paying as much attention as possible. That's why he's staying here, because of the risk of infiltration. So he's worried in general from his original sinking feeling from a while ago, because that does happen. So he absolutely is keeping an eye on as many visuals as possible.
I'll roll.
So, yeah.
Okay,
I'll
so
roll
group
too.
roll. Who wants to be in charge?
I will.
Okay. Okie dokie. Like, I don't think I have any bullshit for this. And the answer would be no.
This will be a controlled position. The effect will be standard.
Okay. Any bonuses? Previous choices? I don't know. Okay, cool. That's a 3 from me and a success for you. Okay.
Glued
so 1 stress, yeah.
to the viewports. The scanner has just been malfunctioning this whole time, Barry. Maybe it's been pissing you off a little bit. That horrific screeching coming from Jaundice in the background. Seems in absolute agony while these scanners are being scrambled. Just horrific. And Vertigo, you don't hear anything. You don't see anything. But there is a slight jostling of the ship that you feel. It almost feels like you hit something. But it's very minimal.
Barry, human.
Yeah, Doc.
We are not moving, correct?
That's correct. Yep, we've landed.
Something just moved the ship.
Ah, shit.
I grab my blaster and immediately start climbing up out of the helm and move my way toward the airlock.
Sure. You pass through the med bay. You can see Vertigo kind of staring at you as you rush past.
Weapons ready, I tell her.
Oh. Okay.
I would probably like point at my bunk that has my weapons locker in general, because I have a few blasters, but I just usually only take 1.
Move through the helm, through the med bay, through the crew area to head towards the airlock.
Blaster
And
is out, as noted.
Crew area has the mess, and then past the mess is the bunks. And then basically to the side and down is where the airlock is. It's down a ladder. As you approach the ladder, Barry, making your way through the various bulkhead doors, you hear movement.
Oh, down the ladder?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. My loadout is armored, because Barry was planning for this sort of shit. How big is the like? Is it a laddered tunnel and then airlock? Like, I'm trying to think of the visual of this, or is
the ladder is to the side of the airlock? Basically, you come down the ladder, airlock's right there.
Okay, yeah. Barry would look down with blaster, and if he sees anyone that's not his standard crew, he's firing.
You take aim, waiting for any sort of perceptible movement or anything. It's at that point that something strange happens. Vertigo, you probably hear it first. It starts as a very bassy sort of sound. Maybe you feel it before you hear it. And then the intensity of the sound sort of gets louder. Barry, you don't like hear it, but you kind of feel something.
Oh, like being
going.
like near a subwoofer or something.
Yeah, it's just kind of like getting like louder and louder, but it's almost like you can't hear it fully.
This reminds me of something back on Titan. There are these gargantuan fish that drill through stone.
I need resolve roll from you, please, Barry.
Okie dokie. Any bonus die?
No.
Okie doke. That's a 6.
That is a good thing, Barry. As you try to keep it together, you feel this like overwhelming sort of vibration kind of like build up. You feel your eyes start to get a little bit fuzzy, and your equilibrium is kind of thrown off a little bit. And it's like this almost drugged out kind of feeling. You're losing your sort of center of gravity, but you're able to kind of like keep it together. And you hear this like really strange, weird sound. It almost sounds like someone's talking, but you can't really make it out. It's all a little fuzzy. Just not really able to understand what is happening, but you think you make out the word Elora. And that is where we're going to end the episode today.
Wait, what?
Wait, what? They said Aurora?
That shit said her name, dude.
Oh my god.
Yes!
Oh my god, is that lady that you warned us about? Is that your mom the whole time? Like, come on. You have to tell us we're your crew.
It's the people that gave her doctorates.
They're coming back to revoke it. She hasn't been practicing very well.
It is a very, 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 very good thing that you rolled a 6 there, Barry. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I had a feeling. Barry's like trying to keep it together, and thankfully he's got like his exosuit armor on, so maybe he'll be able to like not fall over and just fire.
Ooh, great session, everybody. Really, really
fun.
cool. Holy shit. Few really important rolls that you made today, and a few like fortune rolls that were very good. That I'll talk about it later. I'm not gonna say what happened because of the fortune rolls. But yeah, you actually rolled really well when it mattered.
Hey.
You love
what
to see it.
What I will say. Yeah. I was pretty shocked. I was like, okay. And there were a few choices that you made with like, okay, taking stress and like taking the devil's bargains and stuff. Yeah, some good choices. So good job. Really well done. Well done. We're going to go around the room. We got some shout outs to do, some end of session stuff to do. If you have not done so, please make sure you're following all these wonderful people. Head on over to tablestory.tv/100club with no spaces to go follow them in all of the places. And if you have yourself a Prime Gaming sub that you have not used yet, consider throwing it their way. Get yourself some emotes. Support these lovely people. Please go do that. Or just throw money at them. You know, just do the fry thing. Just throw money at the screen. And hope it gets there. They're wonderful people, wonderful role players. Go do that. If you want to help support Tablestory, make sure you're following us here on Twitch. Tablestory here on Twitch. Tablestory on YouTube. @atablestory on Twitter. And come hang out on our Discord, tablestory.tv/Discord. We will be running another shill show soon. We're going to try and keep those reasonably active, trying to do those like once a month. Money's been tight, and we are, just trying to help keep the lights on. So we will try and keep those rolling as often as we can. And yeah, it should be a lot of fun. If you don't know what a shill show is, we act stupid for money. That's simple. We act stupid for money, and we try and have a good time and be silly. Otherwise, God damn it, Frank.
Every month.
We're gonna do some end of session stuff and shout outs. Why don't we start off today with let's start off with Dan today.
All right. Hey, everybody. I'm Domestic Dan, lifestyle variety broadcaster. I play Barry Crash Hendricks here on 100 Club. In terms of stream stuff, yeah, I do all sorts of things. Right now, I am working on a new recipe of chicken miso ramen. And I'm finishing that up today after this, including making the noodles from scratch and all that fun, because I have to go super extra when I make, like a literal gallon of ramen broth from scratch. So that's what I'm doing today. Outside of that, Barry and Molly. Let's go to Molly first, so I don't forget. Executing successful extraction operation or capture a bounty. Do we count the tokens as extractions?
No, you
Damn
don't.
it! All right, I tried.
Good try.
I tried, lawyer. I tried my best. All right. Contend with challenges above your current station.
No.
Damn. Okay. Fair enough. Bolster our rep
Not
or develop
yet.
a new one. Oh yeah, fair. If we're on camera all the time, are we bolstering our reputation?
You did today, yes. That was an interesting choice you made.
Good. How many for that? One?
One.
All right, cool. And then express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew. I don't think so.
No.
Unless someone else thought something, but yeah, probably not. Okay. Molly's one away from leveling. Alrighty. And then for Barry, you addressed a tough challenge with speed or flair. I might argue a few times.
Yeah, for sure.
At least
I'm just trying to think if it's one or two.
Yeah. I mean, the crushing them is probably a little flair.
Well, that's going to be
Burning
your
them up.
vicious one, so I'm not giving you two.
That's true. No, that's absolutely. Okay, yeah.
Punching it through the asteroid field.
Yeah.
Did you make a roll for that?
Yes.
Yeah, I did. Right before that, I did. I think you included it in between all of that, but...
All right, we'll give you two.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to argue. Beliefs, drives, heritage, and background. No. I did none of that. But start with issue of vice or trauma. Trauma, I may have killed a lot of people.
Killed 7 people.
Yeah, and then also, like, was very willing to just blow people up with the bomb in the minefield. Just told them outright, just rig a bomb on the token so no one can get any more, maybe die. Shooting asteroids so that I fuck up their ship horribly.
Yep, I'm gonna give you 2 for the trauma today.
Yeah. And that's Barry. He's leaning in a little harder on the vicious as he's having more and more fun with it.
Hey, listen, to be fair, you haven't really done too many vicious things yet, but today was extra vicious.
It's been a slow build up.
Yep.
And I've kind of wanted him to be.
It was
he's going a little vicious. Yeah, there was a lot of viscous parts that Code may have picked up. But that's it for me and Barry. Thank you. Thank you much.
Thank you, buddy. Let's go on over to Frank.
Hello, my name is... Oh, God. I'm going to answer this one. Hello, my name is Techer Frank, or Technique. E. I've been playing a lot of fucking Wild Hearts, man. I love that game so much. I've already put 63 hours plus into it. Wow. It's crazy, huh? Yep, that's me. It's great. It's fantastic. If you ever wanted to get into a monster hunting series but didn't like the complexity of Monster Hunter, this game is for you. It's great. It mixes monster hunting genre and Souls like stuff together. It's really sick. Anywho, that's been me like the past week. Other than that, got some big releases coming up that I'm going to be diving into, like Redfall and some other stuff coming down the line. But anyway, if you want a cool place to vibe and stuff, come back to the channel. Twitch.tv/Technique. E. Twitter is Technique TV. Hive is Technique. Let's get started on the indecision. Now, let's see where we at right now. Didn't do any desperate stuff. Address a tough challenge using technical skill or ingenuity. I don't think I did this time around.
I thought for sure you guys were gonna get that clue that I dropped. I was like, I didn't know if it was. It's so hard whenever you do like a puzzle or like a clue or something as a GM. I feel like it's always either really easy or like really complicated. Like there's never an in between.
No, never.
It always like they're like, I solved the puzzle instantaneously, or it's like, what are you doing to us? What did we do to you? Did we hurt you? You know, like it's never in between, man.
I always overthink puzzles anyway because I want them harder than what they are.
Yeah, you ever have
we were all like, complicate.
As soon as Stella got axe, I was like, so happy.
Yeah, it's like I played Ocarina at a time back in the day, and I was going around this whole dungeon till I was nauseated. I went down like an hour looking for the switch, and it was the freaking torch right next to the door that had a arrow over. Anyway, yeah, they could have made it better. But anywho, so let's see. You express your beliefs, tribes, heritage, background. Not really. I just told Eden that they were like different types of species, or Eden and Peace, that there were different types of species. I mean, that's probably not my background.
Maybe if we learn a little bit more, I'll give you a point.
Right.
But I don't think so.
Okay. And the code doesn't know everything about every species. Just like, let's see. You struggle with issues from your vice or trauma. Code is collecting fucking body parts, bro. Like he's him.
Yep. You'll definitely get one for that one.
Yeah, all right. That sounds good. And that's it, I think. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Frank.
Yeah, right.
Stella.
Hi, I'm Stella Luna TV on social media.
Hi. Hi there.
Hi,
guys. Hey.
It's actually pretty good.
I know.
Whoa. Hi, I'm Stella Luna. I'm a TTRPG producer and performer. I basically do this all the time, role-playing and providing people opportunities to role-play. There's two things I want to shout out. First thing is, thank you so much, Whack, for making such an awesome race. Like, this has been really dynamic and really interesting, and all the twists. I have been having absolutely no freaking idea what to expect. And I thought it was going to be a lot more straightforward. I'm really satisfied with the way that it's going. And it is so intense. I feel like
I'm glad.
My spine is like locking up. And then the other thing, I am having a couple of different mini series coming out. You can find more information on my Twitter, which is Stelluna TV. I will be casting for people, and I'm going to be looking for specifically people who want to get into this sort of thing. So if you've never done this sort of thing where you dress up and role play on stream, and if that's something that you're interested in, keep an eye on my Twitter, and we'll have couple of little games out. The first game that we're going to be running is Monster of the Week. So we're going to be shooting monsters and stuff. Yes. Okay. So today I played Vertigo. Let's see. I didn't do any desperate actions today. Tough challenge with insight or compassion? I don't think so. Beliefs, drives, heritage, or background? I don't think so, but I do think that I had some issues with my vices. Number one, I spent the entire session making bombs and distributing them.
And drugs.
And drugs.
Yeah.
Yes. And number two, I gave the suggestion of, why don't we just land the ship on them?
You definitely did.
That's
I'm
very.
gonna give you 2 for this.
Thank you.
loved
That
that
was my
suggestion.
contribution for
It's
today.
all based on a trauma.
Yes. Vertigo has the vicious trauma.
Yeah.
Gotta love-
Barry and Vertigo have gotten so well on after
Oh,
we
fucking,
both
we
became
left them
vicious.
both on the ship. Jesus
very
Christ.
You gotta-
traumatic
Yeah.
experience.
You gotta love that trauma gives you experience. It's just like real life.
Yeah.
Teaches you very valuable lessons. I would agree.
Yeah.
And that's it for me. Thank
So
you
if
so much.
you want some experience in real life, get you some traumas.
Hey.
Thank you so much, Stella. Faye.
Hello, I'm Phelan. I stream on my channel. I do voiceover for video games, things like that. I've been playing a lot of Red Dead Redemption 2 roleplay recently on the Wild RP server, but we do other stuff too. I just have been feeling a lot of stuff at the moment, so I've been doing a lot of gremlin mode and distracting myself with roleplay, which has been awesome. That being said, you can catch me over on my channel as Phelan, Phaelin. It's the same on Twitter, same on Instagram, all that good stuff. As for end of session stuff today with Eden, let's take a look. I put down my experience and insight for that desperate roll. You're just a tough challenge with wisdom or the way. No. You expressed your beliefs, drives, heritage,
You
or
almost did.
background. Yeah. I tried, but that's
Wasn't it wise though to stop digging and choose to accept the small bit of
We can give you a pity XP for that.
Thank you, my lawyer.
You're welcome.
Express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. Nah. Struggled with issues from your vice or traumas. Nah. It was a pretty neutral session today. I mean, I've gotten so much experience in the past regardless. Like, I'm cool with that. So yeah, that's it.
Okay. Thank you so much, Faye. Last but not least, Zeke.
What's up, everybody? Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being my table mates. Every Monday, my name is Ezekiel III. You can find me at or slash Ezekiel_III on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, or Ezekiel III, all spelled out, on Instagram and TikTok. I broadcast 10 a.m. Pacific every day, except Mondays, obviously. And I'm starting, got a couple 100-month sub games coming up. If you sub my channel for 100 months, you get a free stream of whatever game you want. And we're going to do, tomorrow we're doing Comics Zone. Yes, that old Sega
man, I
Genesis
played
gem
that.
right there.
Oh, so good.
Got that, boy. That's for Igleika. And then on Tuesday or on Wednesday, we've got Jazz Jackrabbit for AO. And then a very special Thursday and Friday, we're going to be doing Sons of the Forest Light RP with Classy Pax and Sappy Pie and
It's gonna be fun.
Disby and Momo. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Damn.
That's what's coming
Line
up.
up.
Hell yeah, it's gonna be a blast, dude. I can't wait. All right, end of session. Let's do this. Okay. I did my desperate actions. I got one filled for prowess. So I'm gonna put a point in. You know what? I thought about putting a point in Skulk since I don't have any, but I'm gonna go ahead and put that third pip in Helm. So I have 3 in Helm.
In case
so me and
Barry
Bear,
dies next session.
Bear back to back. We're gonna do it.
Wait.
I quickly
Bye, Barry
changed
Human.
like my MO from like speaker guy to like I can fight and fly.
Hey, listen, I'm sure Vertigo can come up with a way to animate your corpse in some
Okay.
creative way via Parasite.
Quite possibly.
Right.
I am very human.
You address the tough challenge with deception or influence. I know I did at least one of those, or I get 1 point for the having Eden use the way to try and whatever. That was influence. And
I mean, they reduce stress for it.
A tough challenge being the mine being dangerous.
I'm
Pity.
That's a pit, dude. If I was like moving on. That was so solid in my head.
No, Zeke, you gotta hit him with the.
You gotta do the puppy dog eyes.
It doesn't work on this face, honey. I'm sorry.
I'll give you one.
That's
Thank you.
hilarious.
You express your beliefs, drive, heritage, or background. No. I'm gonna say no on. I didn't do it. Didn't do any of that this time. You struggle with issues from your vice or trauma. I was reckless. A couple.
I'm gonna give you 2 for this for sure.
Okay.
Absolutely. I think you were very reckless today. Like it was blatantly reckless. I'm honestly
out there with the shrapnel, just like,
Yeah.
go ahead, blast it, dude.
I was honestly shocked that nobody said anything. I was like, really? Okay.
We got a race to win.
Yeah.
We
So
started it off
All right,
with
cool.
with a gut punch to some poor fella at like extreme force. Of course we don't give a shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Amazing.
That's my
Amazing.
points then. Ding to the next level.
I would just like to just mention the steadily rising level of murder hobo across the entirety of the campaign. Like, it was gone from like, wow, that first death was pretty rough, you know, like that we accidentally killed that guy. And now it's just like, all right, let's fucking land the ship on him.
Yeah.
Fire
Hey,
the
listen.
particle cannon.
You can't unring that bell, so might as well keep ringing it.
This is a race, people. We got to win this shit.
It's almost like the game system's called Scum and Villainy.
Well, and also, you got. I was completely unaware that this was a death race, like a murder, like.
I mean, they kill us
I thought it was like,
too.
you know, scum and villainy, sure, but not like, you know, straight up murder's cool.
Yep.
But now I know, and I have rewritten my code accordingly.
Maybe Barry left that part out intentionally.
Ooh.
Sure.
Maybe he did. I would have known though.
Thank you so much, Zeke.
Maybe you didn't ask.
I probably didn't.
Thank you so much. I'm Mark Steven. I've been your GM of Doom. I dragged the players kicking and screaming through the adventure today. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. As always, chat, we appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. As always, we appreciate you so much. Thank you to my wonderful players. Thank you so much, Dan. Thank you, Zeke. Thank you, Faye. Thank you, Stella. Thank you, Frank, for being awesome role players. I appreciate you. Absolutely wonderful role players. Great time today. It was a lot of fun. Great job. I have been looking forward to this race for a while, so I was very excited to see how you guys are going to handle everything. And yeah, I was very curious to see how the clues were going to go over and what you guys were going to do, and I wanted to throw a few red herrings in here and there, and I think it's been great. So good job.
Great choice in music too.
Thank you.
It's so good.
We had to do the metal tracks at some point. So this seemed the most appropriate. So
Thank you.
yeah, thank you. Great job, everybody, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for Kingmakers, which is at 4 p.m. Eastern. PB runs that show. Faye is on that, and it has been fantastic. Absolutely wonderful job. Check that out. Wednesday, we've got Spellwind, run by Mythomatic. Thursdays, I run another show called Ashes of Eridor, which is the Lord of the Rings inspired show. And the shit has kind of hit the fan at the end of the last episode. If you saw it, it is... I rolled really well, and the group did not roll very well at a very important point.
Not great.
And yeah, shit has hit the fan. It's gonna be crazy next episode, so make sure you check that out. That's on Thursday. And we just had a new show premiere, Star Wars Rise of the Apprentice, that Brad Woto has started. So if you have not checked that out yet, go check it out, because it's still early. We've only done 2 episodes so far. Go check it out. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Peace out. Have a wonderful rest of your Monday. Bye-bye.